So I heard somewhere that you guys like incrementals. We have a monster slaying one today, so we can go ahead and unlock the monsters tab. We need to... Oh, we actually need a resource for that. So we need to actually beat up some monsters first. So let's go ahead and slice you. Do we actually do that per click, or does it just automatically go in there? It automatically will go in there. There might be a little bit of stuttering whenever things get really busy because I am rendering in the background, because I have made a few rather... well, chaotic and long videos recently, so I have to render in the background of this. So we're going to go ahead and beat up what we can here. We got 2 of them down. If that one would have stayed with it, we could have gotten 3. But let's go to the skill tree and get ourselves a little bit of unlocking there. We've only got souls there. I don't know what the gold is then. Do we actually get to use that for anything? Monsters in here. Slicing monsters earn your coins and XP. As you level up, you'll gain XP points to unlock new monsters and use your coins to buy them. To increase monster capacity, buy monster capacity in the skill tree. Interesting. Buy, sell, and then we can get those. So we can get some skeletons, we can get some yobbles. How much are you to unlock? We need 5 of you or 25 of that to get those guys. Ew. So we'll go back to the skill tree. Let's go ahead. Go some more slicing damage. Yes, we need more of you. And there's also slicer attack area and slicer attack speed. Over here we've got grants a 1% chance of dropping an extra soul, and that's the monster capacity one. Okay, so we do a bit more damage now. We definitely need more skelly bros to kill. Still not able to one-shot him, but we'll be okay. And it looks like we get green build-up just by fighting over the course of several of these. We should be able to get 3 souls on this one, unless I am mistaken. We might be able to get more. If these guys stay close together, that'll be extremely nice. They didn't. You bastards. But we did get 3 souls, so let's go ahead and go back to our skill tree. Let's get ourselves... You know what? I am going to go ahead and get more monster capacity so we can actually get more skeletons. So it costs 5 levels to get, but I'm going to go ahead and get myself another skelly bro so we can slice these guys to pieces. We definitely need more attack speed too. I should be going after that bottom left group. Hopefully they stay close enough together that I can get a little bit of extra out of it. Yes. So there's another little bit there. We do need to get more damage, but I don't know if we're going to have enough oomph to do that. We got 5 souls. So, skill tree. How many greens do we have? We should have... We still only have 1, sadly. Do we increase slicer damage or do we increase slicer speed? Yeah, I think we're going to increase damage, and we're going to give it a chance of a critical hit. Not going to be super important right now, but critical chance by 1%, and then add seconds to the hourglass. Ooh, that's going to be nice. Go ahead and beat these guys up. I need to probably double check a message, but I'm slightly afraid to click off the window because I have to capture full screen unless you guys want the mouse to be in the exact wrong position, which is kind of unfortunate, but a reality. Because there's a known bug with, I think this is Godot. I'm pretty sure this is Godot. There's a known bug with it that causes capturing to be weird. If I capture it with the game capture thing, it gets just super funky. Go ahead and just double check that. And we're going to go ahead and, yeah, skill tree again. We got 5 that time. We need 8 for the next tier of that. Ugh. I will go with... I'll go 1 and 1. Why not? Monster spawn duration. Ooh. That speeds them up. Slicer attack area by even more. And then we have slicer attack speed even more. We're going to be going for these first, though. So skill tree and monsters. Do we get another monster? Yeah, we'll go ahead and get more of you guys. Maybe this will actually... Oh, we don't want menu. We want that. Maybe this gives us more to start with. It does look like it. Yeah, it does. So we get a little bit more damage. A little bit better attack speed. And they do respawn after they're taken out. It does give us more initial spawn as well. And it looks like they respawn after a certain amount of time. So if you kill a whole bunch at once, it's a little bit easier. So we got 7 that time. Not enough for extra damage. I think we will go with... Go with a little bit more time. We have Ice Explosion and another Hourglass there, but that's 10 for you. I'm gonna go... We'll get a chance of extra souls. It's not gonna be super important for me. Monsters, we will go ahead and buy more of you. We'll get that up to 9. So we're just gonna go like all skeletons early on. They're not worth a lot, but they are there. So having more guys means that we have a better chance of ones being close together. We might want to go over on the left because those look like they're going to stay relatively close. That's 2 more. We can get some more greens and get ourselves the Gabos. Not quite on that one. Yeah, we'll just keep on fighting. We want to get enough for more damage. That way we don't have to worry about chasing them around. Because right now we're not even one-shotting skeletons. I guarantee you Gobos are going to be stronger. So we have you, and then we can come grab these guys. Hopefully they go similar directions. Got them. And do we have enough to get this last guy? Yes, we do not have enough for you, but that was better. We got up to 2 greens. Let's go to the skill tree and get ourselves a bit more damage and a bit more attack speed. And we need 3 more to get you, so I'm going to go ahead and just buy another one of those guys. Skill tree-wise, we don't need a lot to get more monster capacity just yet. So... we will be getting more of them. Right now we're sitting at 10. So I will take these guys out. You, and then we take this side. And if we get fast enough attack speed, I won't even have to really aim that much. Get you. Okay, so we got quite a few souls that time. Skill tree, do we get more? Yeah, we're going to get more space. We're going to go ahead and get spawn duration down just to see what's going to be popping off of this. Wager is going to be a fairly decent sized tree. So let's go ahead and buy 4 more of those guys. I don't want to go completely full on this one, I don't think. Although we can sell them and get some gold back to get the Gobos, so not the end of the world. Get you guys. And it looks like we kill them in 3 hits, which means that we don't have to go chasing quite as much. I think we got a crit there, funnily enough. 2, 3. Yeah, that's fine. Skill tree. Yeah, we can't afford another one of you. I think we're going to go for another second, and we're going to go for respawn time down, and we'll get ourselves up to 15 skeletons. Or do we go... yeah, you know what? We'll just go complete ham on it. We can sell them if we end up with... need for those slots. Constantly want to be damaging something. And everything is just so damn far apart. Oh, we got a cluster. Got a cluster there. Don't think those are going to stay close enough. Oh, we got 1 extra guy there. Okay, so we got 15 on that one. Let's go back to the skill tree and do some more upgrades. I want more damage, because I want these guys going down fast. Oh, we got meteors there. So that is max skeletons. Let's start slicing. We need to get up to 5 XP anyway, so we might as well go for max skelly bro. So we 2-shot them now, which that makes life a lot easier. So we're going to need 12 damage to actually take them out in 1 hit. We do have a chance of getting more souls as well. Get you guys. Aw, we need more time. We got 22 that time, though. Need 30 to get that maxed out. We're going to go for... do we go bigger radius, maybe? That is a big one there. But yeah, we're going to go extra souls. We're not going to go this just yet. We will go soon, but I think we're still fine. 2. And yeah, if we get that upper end one, we should be able to just immediately one-shot them. So maybe we just go up to 50 and grab that. Get you. Got you guys. There we go. 25. Yeah, let's go for 50 so we can get just the big one shot on these guys. That should get us our XP flying. Although I would like to get an XP boost, but I don't see us actually getting that. This is kind of like a lot of those Timber games where you just kind of want to have as many under the reticle as possible. We might need... Did we get it? Yes. Yes. Skill tree. Oh. What? Do I have to finish this one first? Okay, I think I have to finish this one first, funnily enough. Well, we're going to go ahead and keep increasing monster capacity. We'll make that bigger. So now we can get even more of these little guys. We got a bigger ring as well, so we should be able to hit a whole slew of them. Get you guys. Can we get good clusters? Not amazing ones, but we can get some. Like, that's a good cluster. There we go. 30 on that one. So we'll go back to the skill tree. We'll go ahead and get one more monster boost and spawn duration down. Monster-wise, yep, 5 more skeletons. And start slicing. We just haven't gotten enough XP. So it is literally, we just have to go with skeletons. We can sell them later if we need to, but they're not super high priority right now. I think we save up for 50 so we can one-shot. That makes the speed less important. At least for now. Once we get to the gobos, it's going to start being a little bit more important. Get you guys. This cluster. Ah, we almost got that cluster. Yeah, restart. We just need a handful. And go for anywhere we see at least 2. There's a good cluster. We had a completely wasted attack there. I should have taken out that guy, but we got over 50, so skill tree. Can we get you yet? No. Why can't we get... Oh, we need green souls, so we need goblins for that. Okay, I see what you're smoking. Let's go extra souls, and we'll go for a crit chance up, because why not? So yeah, we have to get these guys going. They cost 5. Ugh. Do we need more white souls? Eventually we probably will. Because a lot of games like this will have a return to your OG currency as well. But yeah, if we can get to green souls, and we need 50 of the green souls, sadly, should be okay. So we're currently level 3. Skill tree again. Yeah, we're getting a lot of gold, so we're going to have enough to buy the gobos. And go and get bigger rings and more crit. Mostly things that will help whenever we get up to the goblins. Yeah, just slicing the enemies to pieces. This is fairly standard stuff. I think we will eventually get some level of automation going on this. I would not be surprised if there is an auto attacker that crops up, because this is ripe for it. We'll go with more time. That's maxed on you. We'll go with more crit chance and more of you. Still sitting at 3 there, unfortunately. I think these each give us like 1 XP or something. No, 3 XP. Is there a way to boost their XP? And get the groups if we can. I keep getting greedy. Skill tree, we have 39. Go and get more Skelly Bros. It costs 50 for the next one. Okay, so they do require green, oddly enough. So there's nothing we can do to get green until then. We are starting to get the sliding around clusters, where we chip one on the second hit, and we just follow that into the next group. And if they have good respawn times, that'll work. If they don't have good respawn times, that won't work. Okay, so there's level 4. Let's go and get more Skelly Bros. That's going to go ahead and max that out. So we'll have 40 of you guys. And we will be upgrading to green eventually. I do need to keep some white on the board until we're done with this level. Otherwise, I'm not going to feel satisfied. And I will probably keep some so we just get a little bit of passive income as well. But we're going to use those slots for gobos very soon. So we need one more level. And that is... I do wish the early levels were a little bit faster. Because currently, I do feel like we have spent a little bit too much time on the Skelly Bros. We'll go crit chance. I do need to boost my attack speed too. Yeah, that's pretty high priority, but not right this second. We got 3 of you guys. And we should be able to get... Yes, we got a crit over there. That helped out a bit. I think we're going to go straight into another fight. Yep. So we are not getting that much XP from this, sadly. There isn't really a way to boost our XP either. It's just a matter of we've got to sit here and... Let's see. To get up to 1,400, that means we need 1,100. So we basically need to kill almost 400 of these guys. Because they're only worth like 3 XP each. Which kind of sucks for me. We'll go with attack speed and then chance for a double. We don't have any more open slots for Skelly Bros, no. But it does improve their starting spawn at least. And then we should have some spawn down there in the bottom left that we can go... Oh, it didn't actually give me the spawns down there. I was kind of expecting it to actually give me some spawns down there. Okay, not even halfway yet. Jesus. We will go for improve their spawn rate. Because getting XP is the most important thing. We might actually finish the tree before we get the XP. Although it might be balanced specifically to get us enough XP to finish the white tree as we immediately jump into green. We have a crap ton of gold. So that kind of stuff is, I guess, a little important to keep into account. I will go up there and get those. 50-something white ones. That's fine. So we're at 63. That'll get us ring size. And yeah, that's crit up. And we still have a decent chunk left to go before we can get any of the green that we need for these other ones. So we're just going to have a bunch of extra white resources. So we take out you. Triples, grab you guys. They do respawn relatively quickly. But their resources do absolutely nothing until we get done with green. So we're just going to be sitting on a bunch of gold and, well, white souls. We're sitting on White Castle over here of souls. Tiny little sliders made of bones and death. So I'm going to go ahead and beat you guys up. Grab you guys. Yep, still going for it. We still have 300 left to go. I'm not 300, 500 left to go. until we can get gobos going. That is one thing that I would recommend fixing. But maybe we'll see a day one patch to speed up the initial progression. Because right now I am literally just spinning my wheels, just waiting on the resource. There's two things that you don't want to do in an incremental game. You do not want to have things be RNG gated. You also do not want to have... There's a little bit of RNG gate you can do, but you do not want them to be like essential things, especially early on. And the other thing you don't want to do is you don't want to have basically dead grinding, which is what this is. Because right now we're making zero progress. There's zero hope of progress unless there is going to be other white soul requiring items in the future. This is going to serve no purpose. So it should have actually finished about the same time as the white resource tree. We'll see about how much over we are. Shouldn't be too bad. But we are actually done with everything this tree has. But for the most part, it's still going to be chill. Music is freaking putting me to sleep, though. Doesn't help that I literally just ate, so I'm like halfway asleep anyway. This should be... I think we have to kill like 23 or 24 to actually get this last level up. So hopefully we do get there. There's our level up. So now we have 5 green that we can mess with, which will allow us to get the gobos and start getting green souls, hopefully. Nice. Skill tree. We go... Oh, that costs white. Okay. Press Q to use the meteor. We're gonna do meteor damage. We'll do meteor hit area. And crit chance. And then reduce the meteor cooldown, and then the rest of these are green. Okay, so monsters, let's go ahead and unlock you. These guys cost 500. These guys cost 12, so we're going to still get some white resources. We need to get up into the blue resources as well. Our goal right now is monster capacity. How much is it to actually kill a gobbo? I do not know. They do not die quickly. How many souls do you give? Probably only 1, if I had to take a wild guess. Yeah, we have enough time to kill maybe 2 goblins. So pop this guy. Yeah, we got... Oh, no, we got 60 souls from that. Interesting. So we'll take the slicer damage. That's going to help out quite a bit. Monster tree, we have 444 there. Up to 500 there. So now we just need to build up like 2,000 gold. Is this going to help out our killing speed? Yes. But we definitely want more green souls. We do one-shot the Skelly Bros now. If we ever need white souls for anything again, we can go that route. There's another goblin. Sweet. 160. Let's go with monster capacity up because we can. We will do... Oh, that requires blue there. Attack speed is 75. And time is of the essence. No, time is fine. Think I might actually sell all the skeletons, not worry about extra slots now, just to focus in on getting more gobos. Because we do one-shot Skelly Bros now. We don't have a way to convert those into green, so they're kind of pointless at the moment. We're just going to end up with a lot of extra white souls. So skill tree, we got 1.6k. We should go in here. Bop, bop, bop. Let's Skill tree, I'm going to go with attack speed and Radius. We'll even get a little bit of a crit chance. The tree is growing. We do actually have access to meteor, so maybe we should be using that too. It's fine. But our focus right now is just going to be green guys, because that's what's going to improve our damage output. And the amount of souls we can gather. Are we going to get another? Nope, we're not going to get another one. Okay, skill tree. We might save up. You know what? Let's go ahead and save up for 200 there. We'll go ahead and get some more monsters. So that's going to be a handful of them. We just need to save up and get up to 45 things on the field as well. But we're saving up our green resources for the Soul Saber. Do those guys stay close enough? Oh, they don't. Got you. Do we have enough for you? Yes. And then we have one more guy. Do we get him? Yes. That's an extra 200 right there. Let's go level some stuff up. We want to go more damage, and we will go extra soul. And then we come in here and we buy more of you because we're getting 1,000 each. So we can upgrade to gobos relatively quick, I think. Our damage increases are doing a lot of work. That said, once we start killing the blue guys, probably won't be seeing that nearly as much. Let's see. How long do I have tonight? I might not finish this tonight. I do have a couple more days to finish recording it, though. So I can mess around with some stuff there. Let's go extra soul, and we'll do crit chance up, and we will do respawn rate up as well. Let's go monsters. Do we have... Yeah, we do have 3 slots, so we'll go ahead and get 3 more of those guys. And then we start selling the Skelly Bros to get even more. Do we care about the Skelly Bros too much? They aren't really in the way. But they are slots that we could have more gobos in. We just want everything to spawn? Maybe. I do like it when a lot of enemies spawn. Makes my dopamine go brr. Oh, we got one of you. Just right there at the last second. Okay, 400. We'll go for extra souls. Monsters, we're going to go with 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we have 22 goblins and 22 skeletons. Nice. If we get crits, we do exceptionally well. 3, 4. You, and there was another level up. I don't know how many levels up it's going to take to get the teal one, but we'll look into it. I do have a feeling we're going to need all the resources, so... Skill tree 465. We go with more damage. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. Buy 4 more. You guys, how much is it to unlock you? 10. It's 10 greeneries. Green crystals of Simlish. So they don't ever learn that they shouldn't be challenging a literal god. It's fine by me. What do they think? They're JRPG protagonists? No, you're goblins. You should be gobbling the dirt. They're a mind goblin. You mind goblin the... Well, never mind. Skill tree. Let's go with extra starting time. We'll go some increased attack speed. Do we actually plan on using meteor? Not really right now. Ooh, quest tab. That would be nice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we are going to replace them all with goblins. We can sell the goblins and bring them back if we need any white resource. Right now, we just need a crap ton of green. Which is kind of the go-to for me. Go with you. How much do we have wait, like just hanging around? Not a ton. Still only level 2 green. We need 8 more freaking levels of that. So I'm going to go with... We'll go with bonus time. That's maxed. Why is that one green? Yeah, this is all fire ones up there. I don't know why that's still green. But chance to gain 1 second when a monster is sliced. A very slim chance, but a little bit of extra time is not going to be a complaint of mine in an incremental game. Because right now, staying on the field and maximizing our resource gain every single run is kind of where we want to be. See, what time are we looking at? Okay, so it is almost time for me to actually have to sadly duck out, but we'll get a little bit more resource here. I am going to continue playing this game. I just have to do a jump cut. We're going to go with lightning triggers. We're going to do increase lightning chance by 1. And that is blues there. So we're going to go ahead and increase lightning damage. And yeah, that is looking good. And monster-wise, we have 6.5k, so we can do 12. This goes down to 1. And we might be able to even get that last one as well. Yes, we can. So now we have 45 gobos. So on the skill tree, we should be investing in this. So that's 200 for that, which we can afford. Oh, we triggered lightning. Just like right out of the gate. Does seem like a relatively reasonable percent chance, considering we've seen it multiple times already. And yeah, the AoE does make farming these things easier, but it's not doing enough damage yet. We will eventually get there where it is, and we can kind of rely on it to actually take out some of the stragglers, but... Skill tree. Let's go for lightning damage up, and we will do more monster capacity. I should be asleep right now, sadly. I got stuff I have to do tomorrow. But I want to continue slicing the monsters. Yummy. Take you out. Okay, that was almost 1,000 green in one run. We're going to go monster capacity and more damage. We'll go lightning crit chance, I guess. And into the monster thing, we get 5 more of you bastards. And you can tell that it is advantageous to go as many spawns as possible. But we still need damage. I think it's damage and number of spawns that we should be leaning into. Because the more of these guys we can have just kind of like concentrated somewhere at the start, the way better off we're going to do. At least until we get some level of automation that maybe like targets the edge or something. One time at Goblin Camp. Okay, skill tree. We go for more spawn capacity. And we'll go with area slice. And we'll reduce their respawn timers. I still don't know why those are green. We're at 60. Which is a pretty dense pack of goblins. Sorry, Gablin, we're beating you up here. Although they don't have the same fashion sense as Gablin. You go check out Gablin's avatars and stuff like that. It is a Gablin. We beat the crap out of you idiots. I'm busy just gathering what I can and ignoring kind of where the clusters are, sadly. So let's go. I'm gonna go extra soul. An extra crit chance. And then we go ahead and get lightning chance up, and we'll improve the meteor damage. The meaty ear damage. Monsters do not have more slots, so we can't do anything with that. And sadly, it takes a lot for us to get a level up. You can see when the lightning strikes something. They get damaged pretty good. If we get a little bit more damage on them, we could probably one-shot them after the lightning. That gives us a new target zone, but I just need it fully automated trash talk. Okay. Skill tree, only 945 that time. Let's go with more time. That is now max. And I think, on that note, I think I am going to go ahead and do a jump cut real quick. I will do some... Well, we're going to not make any progress. We're just going to jump cut. So I will see you guys in just a moment. Okay, we are back. I have rested since last time. I actually got some more work done. Unfortunately, it's been a bit, so I don't remember what our plan was. So I'm going to just take what I can get. We're going to go ahead and get the spawn duration down, and we're going to do... We already have that unlocked. Let's grab... Oh, what do we actually have a choice of? Not much, really. We have a critical chance on that we could get. We could also get hit area increase. You know what? We'll see if that... Yeah, there's more that we can do with that. Okay, so monster-wise, I think we already maxed out, yes. So it's time to start slicing us some goblins to get some green resources. And it does look like we are eventually going to reach a point where we're just kind of washing our cursor over the entire screen to get as many as possible, rather than necessarily focusing down specific groups. That's how incremental games usually go, though, so I'm not heartbroken by this. It's just one of those things that I should probably stay aware of as we get a little bit further in. We are getting lightning on each attack as well, so that does help out taking care of stuff across the board, too. So we have 5. We need, I believe, what, 9 for the next tier? No, 10. We need 10. So let's go to the skill tree and get ourselves some more damage. No, we can't afford damage. That's 1.5k. We cannot afford more time. We could do attack speed, which is very tempting. Lightning chance. Currently at 10% already. I think we're going to do attack speed and damage for now. I really am curious as to why these are green. That feels slightly wrong to me, but to each their own, I guess. And yeah, we didn't get any more slots for monsters. We need 1.25k for those. I should probably be grabbing those. I should probably be saving up and getting those specifically, because now that we have a decent AoE, that's going to be something that is not necessarily super important, but it's going to get us more per round. It's going to be a really big multiplier compared to a lot of our other options. I would like to kill things in one hit, though. Unfortunately, we are not there unless we drop back down to skeletons. I would find it interesting if we do need to go back and get that currency, though. Let's do another run. That way we can afford pretty much whatever we want. I'm going to go for density first, I think, before damage. Although, we are at a point where I think another damage level would get us down to 2 hits on these guys. So, maybe that's where we want to be. And yeah, I do need to still aim a little bit, because unfortunately, last time I didn't do that. I was just going around, just letting the cursor drift to wherever we were just thinking of at the moment. But if we can get this dude down to 2 hits. Okay, so we have 2.7k. I don't know if that is enough. So we're gonna take the damage first, and then we're gonna save up for you. Do we increase meteor damage? I mean, we can drop meteors. Those are not high on my priority list, though. I think we are going to save up 1.25k for that, but we're also going to get a little bit larger of a click zone and a little bit larger of a crit chance. So we need 1.25k. We can actually get more of these guys. And yes, I can. How often can I actually use that meteor? We are at 2 hits, I think. Do we just keep dropping meteors as soon as we can? That actually is not a bad idea, just spam meteors. But at the same time, I need to remember to press it and actually have my mouse where the enemies are. That one was a bad aim on my part. And it is a good finisher, so that works out. We're going to probably have more spammable skills in the future, so skill tree. Let's get more of you. Let's go ahead and buy 5 more of you guys. We need 5. We're reaching that point again where it feels like we are... Oh, that was a complete waste of a Q. I was just spamming the button. But we're reaching that point where I do think that we are hitting a wall where we should have actually unlocked the other one by now. Just to start progressing through that. It is a tempo issue. But overall, the game itself is pretty standard for a incremental so far. You have active abilities, passive abilities, you have trigger abilities, skill tree, we got 2 point whatevers. Let's go ahead and get more capacity. We'll get respawn time down, and we'll go ahead and get crit chance up. So we got more of you guys. We're eventually going to have to sell these guys. We're currently sitting at 6. We got a crap ton of money, but judging by how much this price goes up, so 20 times, this is probably going to be 10,000. Unless I am mistaken. I need to move the fan towards me, which means we are going to miss out on some resources. I wonder if there's even, like, any variance to their life. It doesn't feel like it. But there very well could be. There's a whole big cluster of them up here. And yeah, we want to be aiming for the tight clusters of gobos. Just for maximum murderage. But yeah, the green income, the level crystals or whatever they're called, do seem to be probably the biggest choke point. Need 10,000 of those. We already have max on both those hourglasses. Let's go ahead and go for extra souls. Maybe that'll speed us up on the soul generation, but at the same time, it doesn't matter. We're going to be pretty much done with these by the time we get that last crystal, which is unfortunate. I think I see why they're green, because they use green points and they're done. So that is mildly weird. Not the worst thing ever. I should probably go for more meteor damage. That way when we do drop it on a group, it does finish them off. Because right now it's not even cutting a hit off. It's mostly there for finishing off stuff that we tapped with the lightning. And our respawn rate is good at the moment. Okay, let's go ahead, and we'll keep fighting on this until we get another level up. And then we'll invest in, I think we will invest in Meteor, just to get it set up, but for the most part, I'm not too... Well, there's our level up. I'm not too concerned about that. We still need, what, 3 more? Because that should be 7. So if we can get Meteor up to enough damage that we just tap once and then hit them with Meteor and they're gone, I think we'll be a little bit happier. So skill tree. Actually, no, we'll do quantity first and then we'll do Meteor damage up a few times. And yeah, they're green because they use green resources and they're now done. Okay, I see what you're smoking. That's still, it feels weird to me. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. It really does feel weird to me. Okay, so we have monsters done. We're gonna have to just invest in Meteor. Let's see. Boop, drop that there. How much damage does it do? Quite a bit. We should probably boost our lightning damage too, because we want lightning to be probably as strong as the meteor, if not stronger. Meteor radius would be nice. Attack radius for our actual ring would be even better, probably, though. Take out this nonsense. Now, is this releasing? I don't know what day we're releasing this one on, funnily enough. We'll go ahead and, yeah, we'll restart again. Maybe we restart and go until we get levels. And that way we get a level each time and then we just buy a whole bunch of upgrades. Save us from having to go to that other screen very often. But at the same time, each improvement accelerates how fast we can get that level. So we got a few more there. We're not seeing too many tight clusters now. And it does actually give us different souls depending on what they are. Yeah, we'll go until we get a level. We're getting them fast enough now. I do think we are going to hit a point where we need the blue ones, where we'll have to be going back and forth every single time again, just to get the damage output up, because whenever we cross over into the green, we were just doing paltry damage. So this feels almost like each wave of enemies is a different prestige, which is not that big of a deal, but it does mean that we get slowed down. Okay, one more restart and we should level up again to 8. Let's go ahead and drop some meteors over there, get some of the softened up guys. And there's our level up. And since we do have a higher density of enemies, we are getting at least XP at a reasonable rate now. When it was with the skeletons, it felt arduous. It's still several rounds before we actually get it, but... Oh, didn't get another meteor off. Skill tree. We have 8 and we have 101,000 gold. I'm gonna go radius first. We'll do double souls. We have slicer attack, I believe, is the next one. We'll go for more lightning damage and lightning chance. So we actually proc those more. And I think the main reason these are confusing is because green is also the thing that it does to tell us, hey, that's the next thing we have. So we need 2 more levels before we can start getting the blues. So there's really not much skipping ahead. We just end up with excess amounts of souls just because. If there was skipping ahead, you'd still get the souls up as you go through them. There'd be an interesting aspect of having to balance the amount of green versus blue that you would have. And you'd have more enemy diversity. As it stands right now, there is very little reason, at least yet, there might be later, at least yet, to get enemy diversity. Just adjusting how I'm sitting. Yeah, we'll go until we get level 9, unless it takes forever. Although I don't think it is going to take forever. I have a feeling we'll get it in probably like 4 rounds. Especially if we get good batches of enemies. Because right now our ring size is huge. Go and get you guys. It might be 5 rounds. I don't know. There's a little bit more. Yeah, we'll go until we get 9. For some reason, I thought we were moving more than that. It's going to be a while. But I do wonder if at a certain level it gets just exponentially higher. Because it could go up kind of like their HP once we get to level 15, which is what this one will be at. There could be some kind of like internal tracking that does a little bit of work on that. Got you guys there. They're not staying as bunched up as I would like. So yeah, once we get up to this point, it feels like staying until we level up is perfectly valid because I don't feel like messing with the skill tree too much. Because it's not going to boost our kill speed that much. We're just going to be investing in specific things. I do think I might end up not finishing green before we get the 10 crystals, though. If that's any consolation. If we get good batches, we do get a good deal of XP. Okay, skill tree, we got 9.73k. So we can invest in meteor, or we can invest in critical and like base stuff. I think we're going to invest in base stuff first. So that's done and that's done. We've got our attack speed maxed. Let's go for... Since I keep forgetting to press the fireball, I'm going to go for lightning first. Just because that makes a little bit more sense for me. And we'll go for meteor size. So whenever I do press it, it matters more. Yeah, we got 168 white ones, 75 total there. Yeah, we're looking just until we get to 10, there's no reason to go back. Which should be relatively reasonable. Especially considering we are moving that tick mark. And once we start getting up into like the hundreds of enemies, we should be able to move it even faster, especially if we can get our damage up. So, unfortunately, I can't just grind these lower level ones to get the higher level stuff. There's no universal currency. So, it's just hoping for the best at the moment. Obviously, the cost of things is going up, even though it is a different currency, but that's one thing a lot of incremental games actually do, is they will allow you to get that currency early to level it up. They'll have some like prestige or stage limited one, but the main currency which you grind up your tree, except for certain gates, is going to be almost entirely based on... Oh, I keep forgetting I have freaking fireball. Is going to be almost entirely based on a universal currency. Like dollarinos or something. Or gold. In this case, it is gold. And it is a universal currency for the monsters, not for leveling up. So, the fact that we have 2 skill trees... The double incremental? No, it's not really a double incremental so much as an incremental with a purchase system slapped on top of it. Yeah, we're going for clusters. Still, yeah, just keep going until we get to 10. If that next one is 10,000, we'll be able to do a pretty decent amount of transfer over. If it is 100,000, like if it's exponential growth, actually that still wouldn't even be exponential growth, but if it is drastically scaling growth, we would actually have probably not enough. Watch it be like 50k or something for it. That would be gross. We'll start there. Yeah, I don't know what the radius is on our meteor. We're about to see it. There's our level up. I am glad that they have a noise for it, because usually I'm not sitting there looking at the bottom of the screen. I'm looking at where my cursor is most of the time. Or that, or scouting around for the next batch that I want to consume the flesh of my enemies. Oh, we got extra for that. It's cool. Okay, skill tree. We have some greens that we can get, but let's go ahead and get our monsters first. Unlock you. These guys, they are 10k, so we can get 20, so that would be 55. So now we have some of those guys going. How much is it for you? Probably 15? Yeah, kind of predictable. Okay, so now we can get blues. We're going to focus in on lightning first. We're going to take AoE next. Take damage. Crit chance. And we'll decrease the meteor cooldown. Oh. Oh. I wonder if it'll eventually just be like auto drop. And quest tabs is 10,000 blues. I think we are going to go for that first. Although we might go for damage. Let's see how much damage we do. We do not do a lot of damage. Okay, so we need 10,000 of you. Okay, and we still need more greens as well, so any greens we get with these will be nice. Oh, do we have enough to get multiples of these guys? Not really. We did get 1.2k already. So maybe we can get... And we do actually have enough for another purchase of them. But skill tree, we are probably going to have to go for this first. What other greens do we have? There's our other green. No, that's a blue. Do we not actually have any other greens to purchase? Thought we did. We need 10... We're doing 10k blue first. So, monsters, we sell 1, buy 1. Start slicing. We don't really have a need for green, but green gives us, whatchamacallit. Green gives us XP, so we do want to keep the board full. That does feel like the right strategy. Let's get you. Pretty decent income on this one so far. We just don't do much damage. So, yeah, let's go until we get 10k blues. Trying to get them to stay close together, you little bastards. There you go. We'll stick with these on the left. We can go back for that guy that we've already damaged in just a minute. Or we can just focus in on these guys, and hopefully they'll stay close together. Please don't wander too far apart. Thank you. Got another one. Ah, we almost had him. And we should be able to hit 10k relatively quickly. Okay. This looks like probably the best corner to be in. Hit you. We've got you down. Here's a couple in the middle. This is not necessarily the best place because they won't just get stuck on the wall. Next to each other. Get you. Go ahead and get another meteor on you to speed it up a little bit. And yeah, we are getting greens, but we're mostly just interested in having them there for XP purposes. Seriously, 100 away? Bite me, game. Yeah, we'll take care of these two. That should be enough blues to actually make it to the next zone. And yes, I am spamming Q like nobody's business. Come on, get at least one more. There we go. We got two more off of that one. Do we actually have any damage ones? We have a damage one up here, but it's not going to matter. We don't have time to kill it. So, skill tree. Get ourselves that quest tab. Slice 1,000 mushrooms. Oh, it doesn't actually go down. It's just... Okay. So we can get 100k from that. Werewolf slicer slice 50,000. Jesus. Jesus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Skill tree. Let's go more damage so we can actually hurt the little shits. And I don't think, yeah, we don't have any other use for greens, so start slicing. Let's see if that boosts our chance to kill these guys. Not by as much as you would think. It's to a more reasonable level now. So we don't have to spend 3 hours actually killing them, but I do need to boost the damage and I need to boost the radius. So I'm getting more of them at once. But that is good income. Yeah, 8k right there. Skill tree, more damage. And monsters, we can do 1, 2, 3, 4. And yeah, we want to just keep the board as full as possible, regardless of what it is. Because even the little green guys are worth XP. We need that XP to unlock the next tier, because I have a feeling the top tier is going to take 27 years to unlock. But for the most part, should be a pretty chill little thing. As far as progress, we will probably, this is going to be a probably situation, end up having to do a little bit of off-screen grinding, but I should be fine with that. Skill tree. We need more monster capacity. And just get more? Yeah. And we need to kill 1,000 of you guys to actually get that next tier. Let's do extra soul chance. So we can speed up our purchases on here at the very least. Even if it's not going to speed up our ability to get levels. Let's see. We got a whole cluster over here. We've got a cluster right here. Cluster right there. Blip. We got a good cluster down here. Get as much as we can in one go. Got this cluster here. I don't know if we're going to have... Yeah, we got just a few of them. Okay, so 14k that time. Skill tree. Let's go for... extra bodies. And then we sell 2 of you and get more. Yeah, the more of these we have, the happier I am. But yeah, getting to 15? I do partially feel like it might just be wasting my time getting the higher level ones. Not as in it's not... I'm trying to think of how to explain it. Because we're going to have to get the higher ones to get the higher tier stuff. But I feel like it's a time kind of burn thing. Like, okay, you need to progress on the tree, but you also need to just grind this much before you can pass go. Which doesn't always feel that great. Skill tree. We'll go for a bit more slicer damage. Monsters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if these are going up by that scale of 20 times, that means this is going to be 200k for you. Which is pretty dang expensive. We would like to get these guys down to 2 clicks as quickly as possible. But having more of them is not a bad thing either. Because that is more XP. Do we actually... Maybe we should be gearing more towards XP. Because we do get done with the tree just fine. So instead of going for kill speed, we end up getting just more of them faster? I don't know. We're going to go with more time. And we're going to go attack speed. We'll do a bit more lightning damage. We'll do... Cooldown is kind of expensive, so we're not going to mess with that. Oh, that's another active skill. Nice. Could increase meteor damage. Current regular damage is actually higher than our meteor damage, which is kind of sad. I think we're going to go bigger clicks and monster respawns. Things are getting faster on each one. I will give it that. And I forgot to buy more blues. This is fine. We'll do it after this run. Having them on separate screens means I will forget shit. Okay, so get you guys down here. Oh, we have a big cluster. Blarg. Also have a big cluster there and up here in the top right. If some of them get away, I'm not heartbroken. But I do want to just be murderizing as much as possible. Yeah, the amount of XP we get, I think, does go up with the different ones. So we're at 2. Let's get some more dudes in there. Get some more radius. I don't think I should be focusing in on the econ extra souls things. Let's go 5 of you. We have 151, so that's 15 of you, which brings us down to 21. Okay. So now we have 69 of you guys. Nice. Yeah, we're definitely going to hit the 1,000 before that one's done. 5,000. Okay, so these are just escalating. It escalates differently to these two, so that goes up to by 2.5 rather than just... So it goes 5, 2, 2.5, 2. But I am looking forward to that 100k. Okay, so just start wherever. We have enough density that it doesn't matter that much. We shouldn't stick around for just one. I don't know why I feel bothered if I leave behind, like, guys with partial life. It does bother me. We do eventually go back to them, though, because that's where the clusters respawn. So that is not necessarily a free gather, but it's easier to get a few of them. 28k, okay. Skill tree. Let's go with time bonus. So you have a 0.1% whenever an enemy is sliced to get more stuff. We'll go with increase lightning chance a couple times. Because that just causes nice passive damage all over the place. Okay, so we have 132, so we can take 13 off of you. That's going to put you at 8. Start slicing. We do not care about goblins because they are not involved in any quests. I do find it kind of like a missed opportunity to have the quests also involve the lower things like the skeletons and the gobos. That'd be very nice to see. And yeah, it's not enough extra to actually make them terribly efficient at leveling us up. It just makes them less inefficient than the lower level ones. Okay. So this is incrementally improving everything. Yeah, we'll go ahead and start in on the doing multiple runs to get a level up. I think the currency to unlock the next tier is a little bit of a design mistake. I think it slows down the whole game as far as like progression. And yes, incrementals do have progression gates, and that is relatively normal. At the same time. Okay, back to the skill tree. We have 63,000. Let's go and get more monster slots. We'll get some more damage. We'll get faster respawns. We're gonna buy 5 of you. We have enough to finish you guys off. So now we're at 95 mushrooms. Quest-wise, we're about halfway there. Not even living on a prayer, but it's something. Still 3 to take them out. I think 1 more improvement to damage will make it so that we don't need the 3. I think that'll push us down to 2. It seems to be a very pattern-driven game as far as like how hard it is to kill things. You never get to the point where you're just one-shotting while you're on their upgrade tier. It's only whenever you're transitioning out of them that you can start one-shotting them. Yeah, we'll go to 4 crystals, and then we'll upgrade again. And I don't think we'll ever reach a point where we're getting... Well, we might get a point where we get a crystal per run, but that's going to be whenever you're needing like 30 to 60 crystals. Which is going to be a little bit on the ridiculous side. Get those guys. We got a little bit here in the middle. Got a tight cluster over there. Got that. Oop, we got him. We got him before the time ran out. And let's go ahead and restart. And this should get us our 4th crystal. And yeah, pretty much just a chill little experience here. Nice. And easy. And we did get our level up, so I don't have to worry too much. It is just a matter of trying to get as much as we can before we leave. Okay, so we got about a quarter after leveling up. So let's go to the skill tree. Let's get more monsters. Let's get more damage. We will go ahead and grab... Go ahead and grab extra soul chance. That gets us up to 100 monsters. We still have a few levels left on this, so... And yeah, we might actually get that 1K after we get our next level. So we'll just go for the next level here. I hate that we need 15 crystals to get to the next tier of guys. Once we start getting crit chance up, that will probably help with our kill rate whenever we transition difficulties. But everything just seems to be kind of geared towards having the same experience each time you go up a scale. Which is fine, but Restart. Do we get a level up on this one? It might be slightly faster. We always just want more guys, without a doubt. That's going to benefit way too many of our things just to get more dudes on the map. So that's probably going to be the upgrade I dump into next. There's our level up. So yeah, our level up in 3 this time is actually not that bad. I think it is because we did focus in on getting more dudes first. I'm going to get a drink here real quick, though. Yum, coffee. Skill tree, bump, and bump. And we'll go with monster spawn rate up, so it's always dense. And we'll go ahead and grab the crit since it's over here. And we'll grab you since you are down there. Quest, we claim that for another 100k. And we completed our first quest. That was an achievement. As far as the skill tree goes, that is going straight into more dudes. That was literally 100k for more dudes. Bite me, game. Okay. Okay, so our next level up is going to be 200k. We need 15 levels up to get this. If we can get our spawn rate up, that should help our XP issue as well. Because that is just more monsters on the board. It's trying to maintain the quantity, the 105 that we have, with the respawn rate. At least that's how I'm understanding these upgrades. So our next upgrade is just to get the respawns up, so there's always at least a cluster underneath our clicks. There you go. Restart. Can we get it down to 2 runs per level up? Maybe. Although the amount we need for a level up does go up. So it's not one of those things. If it was a flat one for each crystal, like a flat amount of kills per crystal, I think that would be a little bit more reasonable for me. But at the same time, like, gold just, it's there. It is just the purchase on top of the other stuff. Do we actually? We didn't quite get it. Well, we're going for one more to get that last one. And then we'll get the respawn rate up. Try and get things a little bit better for us. And yes, I am going to keep forgetting to use active skills. Mainly because I haven't invested in them to do enough damage to make it worth actually paying attention to. Will they speed us up? Yes. And we have used them from time to time, especially on the goblin level. That was a pretty good one for just getting more nonsense in there. Got a cluster there. Oh, we had a cluster up here in the top left. I was gonna go get skill tree. Let's get our respawn rate up. We'll get our radius up. Each slider hit fires an arrow. Sure, I'll take that. And we'll boost the arrow damage. So every slicer hit has that, and it has a chance of doing lightning. But every single one will do actual damage. So we're about to start speeding up, at least. Okay, let's see how much that actually helps us. I have a feeling arrow's going to end up being a multiple shot. I wouldn't be surprised if by the time we get to the werewolves, which is the bottom one, we end up in a situation where we just are getting thousands upon thousands of kills per run. Because right now, we're already getting a decent number of kills per run. The arrow damage, pretty unexciting. We will continue going until we get another level. And then we'll invest in arrows and lightning because they're nice and passive. We'll also invest in respawns, which we already finished. We'll invest in AoE so we can fit more people in our circle. I don't know. I think it is per slash, not per thing hit, that is causing the arrows to go off. We can see them going off the edge of the screen. We would see a lot more if it was per monster sliced as opposed to per actual slice. So each swing has a chance of doing a lightning. Each swing has a chance of doing these other things. So skill tree. Let's go ahead. Boost your damage up. We'll go ahead and get our soul chance up, and we'll do more lightning damage. We need to get lightning chance up as well. Hit area increase, not going to really matter too much. Oh, that's a multi-level one. Okie dokie. We'll do crit chance because we can. The bomb costs pink, that costs pink. So, don't care too much about that. Yeah, now we are just grinding up our greens. Maybe it should have been monster souls used to unlock the next tier. Like a certain number of blues needed for the next tier, a certain number of greens needed for the next tier, yada, yada, yada. That probably would have felt a little bit better than having it level-based. Because this is just level but obscured. I do wonder if the arrow has any kind of intelligent aiming, or if it is just, well, choose random nearby thing and hit it. We're still not at 2 runs per level, unfortunately. But we do need much, much, much more radius. There's you guys. I mean, we are getting kills. It's not even close to another level yet. Jeez. Game, why do you hate me so much? Restart. Because it's just however many runs we need to get that last green. Yeah, it's just like, damn. I do think the pace... It makes the pacing feel off, even though the gameplay loop would be the same. It does make the pacing feel odd that we require so many runs to get up to the next tier of monster. Because we are just going to be staring at a homogeneous group of monsters each and every round. Unless there starts to be a different kind of scaling of costs. Maybe they'll start requiring white and something else, in which case we'll need to hire skeletons. Let's go ahead and get more time, I guess. There's max time. There's max attack speed. And we will go... We'll see if meteor damage... Yeah, meteor damage does lead into another one. Got the respawn rate. I guess ring size is next. And, of course, lightning and stuff like that. But we've been getting done with all of the tree options well before we get the XP pools that we need. We're just going for damage amplifiers, which is speed, damage, and area. And, of course, monster density. But monster density is just going to vary. So, just by the nature of they are wandering little bastards. And yeah, doing the meteors, especially whenever you're killing them this fast, it kills them before the meteor even lands. So I don't really care too much about it. Do we just go for sweep clears? No. I think we still go for focusing on them. Sweep clear, for those of you that are wondering, is whenever you just sweep your mouse in a zigzag pattern just to get as much of the map cleared. As the way the enemies are spawning, it probably wouldn't work very well that way anyway, until we have way higher density and way higher respawn rate. So we're going to have to do one more round to get our XP up high enough. I do think passives based on swing rate are where the real damage is going to be at. And we should level up off of this run. I do wonder if there is an XP multiplier for having, like, more under the ring at once. I highly doubt it. This does not feel like it's going to be that sophisticated of a game or have that sophisticated of mechanics, but that would be a interesting addition for someone who is making a game like this. Have little hidden bonuses, or even not hidden bonuses, just actual bonuses for more focused play, while having more passive play still be fine. Okay, so we're going to go... That's an active skill. We don't care about that as much right now. Let's go increase the lightning count. We'll increase the lightning chance. We'll boost the damage. And we'll boost the crit chance. Get our passives going kind of gnarly at least. Because, yeah, I think we're only at 9. We still have 6 more levels frickin' to go. So now when the lightning strikes, it strikes twice. Sweet. So we are starting to get the chaos effect, at least, where our just existing is doing a lot more damage around the board. So we will get incidental kills on the sides. So that'll boost our XP gathering. We are, oddly enough, actually desaturating the board. So, jeez. Yeah, we'll go until we get to 10. We need 6 freaking level ups. And yes, I am going to forever call that a level up on this. It's got an XP bar based on what you're killing. That is a level up even if there's not a number next to it. So, and it does increase costs every single time you do it. Thankfully, we do actually have increasing XP from enemies too. It does feel kind of superfluous. I personally just think it should be just number of kills. Or switch over to it costs this color soul to get the next level of enemy. That way, if you wanted to grind towards it, you could. Right now, there's no reason to. You literally have a encapsulated incremental progression scheme. So you have to go down the path that they want you to go down to proceed. That isn't necessarily bad. Some people prefer that. It requires less thought and stuff like that. There's many games that do it. There's some that sort of do it, but have a fun little twist on it, where you can kind of bypass it with the currency. How to Grow Your Black Hole and Wake the Beacon are both two examples of ones where you can just grind up for it the wrong way. And it can do interesting things. Doesn't make the game any easier, but it does open up new tools quicker. Oh, the caffeine is finally hitting. Skill tree. Let's go for... You know what? I am going to go ahead and finish that one off. We're going to... chain to nearby enemies. And we are going to go with... See, what else do we actually... We could unlock the active there. I don't really care about our crit rate right now. We have lightning damage up. I think we want this. Lightning range. We'll go chance up, and then we'll go a bit more range. We have the souls up to 21%. We're max on radius. Yeah, it's just a matter of getting the crystals. I will continue to boost stuff if we can, but maybe eventually we will reach a point where they are different color lightning now. That is before I think they were always blue. So yeah, it's thinning out the enemy locations. Obviously, it's still killing them, but it's making aiming a little bit more interesting, at least. I need respawn up now, because we're actually getting to the point where we're just desaturating the board. Which is not... Normally, that would be fine, but it also makes choosing where we're going to aim a bit more of a pain in the ass. So it may actually just reach the point of sweeps just for the sake of not having to worry about dodging where we've already killed everything with lightning. And with as saturated as the board can get, the lightning will... You generally have something to transfer off to, even if we are cutting down on the big groups. At this point, having the timer just feels almost superfluous, because we are just restarting just to get that little ding right there. So I do think our passives are the key for us. Yeah, just go for any big group that we see. Yummy. Can't wait until we get to the next tier. We currently have probably several million gold. Yeah, 6.47. Skill tree. I will... You know what? I'm going to finish off our core tree first. Just because I can. We have that done. We'll go ahead and get the bounce chance up to max. We'll get the range on that up to max. We'll probably go after crit chance next, just to get that done. Don't really care about ice explosion. QWE, so yeah, that's just... Yeah, we don't even need to be on WASD. My hand automatically just rests there. So I don't actually know why we don't actually have it on WASD. Just have the attack buttons be A, S, D, F. Because that is a much more natural place for your hand to rest than QWERTY. Although QWERTY is a common one for action RPGs, it's also because a lot of those have switched over to doing WASD controls. So you have QE for quick abilities, and you'll usually have like 1, 2, 4, stuff like that. So you're doing the up reach. Maybe you'll sometimes have like various effects on ZXC, but it's not as common. Because most people, it's a little bit harder to go down than it is to go up. Which is kind of a weird thing to think about. Put your hand on there and just try it out yourself. Maybe it's different for you, but for me, it is definitely harder to curl in the hand to hit the ZXCs than it is to just tap up with the pinky and stuff for Q and E with the ring, not the ring, the middle finger for the E. Of course, I also put my hand on my keyboard where there's a lot of people who have their pinky on freaking shift. That is how you know someone's gamer first and not typing first, is they actually have their pinky on shift. Don't stop to think about that too much. I have typing position for my hands as default, because I had to type pretty much essentially blindfolded. They had us put the boxes over our hands so we couldn't see our fingers, and we had to learn to type that way. So you had to rely on the J bump and the F bump. What's bad is I don't actually consciously remember where the keys are on the keyboard. I subconsciously remember where they are. So having to switch where I'm holding my hand absolutely fucks with me. So we're going to go ahead and get you first. And then we get you next. Oh, we didn't actually finish that one off. Oh, darn. Oh, dagnabbit. Oh, also we need to increase our lightning chance. Hi, guys. Let's get slicing some more. Are we going to get to the point where we're actually one-shotting new monsters is something I'm wondering. Because I am noticing we are speeding up how much we are getting through them at the end. At the beginning, it's still just arduous to claw through anything. I do hope that eventually it breaks this pattern, but at the moment, I don't think it's going to. That's one thing that, that's actually another thing that I've been running across on a lot of like newer indie games, because game development is a million times more accessible than it used to be. But, so there's more people doing it, and so we have people that maybe enjoyed a certain genre of game and then didn't really explore outside of that to get other ideas. So I have them latch onto very specific mechanics and loop that. Ran into that with a game that I ended up not covering not because it was looping. I would actually cover a game that loops. In fact, I do very, very often because I cover incrementals. But I ended up not covering a game that was because they had undisclosed Gen AI usage. We're going to go ahead and restart again, yeah. Ended up not covering it for that, but that had a real big problem of, they found a mechanic they liked, which was a rail system, where you basically set up a tower defense and you had to kill it before it gets through a lap on the rail. You could do a little bit of amazing thing, and they had a few other tower defense modes and stuff like that, but that was the entire game. There wasn't really any progression besides just upgrading your gear for the next same lap. So it got very redundant very quickly because there wasn't any like active gameplay. They couldn't drop, say, like a fireball. So you end up with that extremely constrained redundancy with a lot of new designers because they have this specific mechanic that they want to focus on, and then they never branch out from that. Which, you do want some texture in your games. You don't want it to just be the exact same thing over and over again. Even things like freaking Candy Crush and stuff like that, you have enough variance just by the nature of random placement and stuff like that, even if it isn't completely random, to actually feel that difference in texture level to level. This does not have much variance in its texture. Other incrementals we've covered actually do, where the gameplay, you'll be going along on one type of gameplay, and then it's like, okay, we've reached this point, we've maxed out this, let's go ahead and lean into the next type of gameplay. I'm going to go ahead and finish you off and finish you off. We have those. I suppose, let's do Fireball next. I'll go ahead and increase the radius. Decrease the meteor cooldown again. So those two are done. That's a pink. We'll go critical chance up and damage up. We'll do ice last. I think we actually have every blue path done. Except for fireball and ice tree. Watch the ice thing be just amazing. Just leave cues behind us in case something spawns behind us. I mean, I can. I could even set up the auto clicker just to run QWE for me. And just spam all those skills. That is actually mildly tempting to do. For that, I generally prefer, funnily enough, I generally prefer using my moderation bot software for automating complex key inputs for stuff like this, because then I can put timers on each one. So I could actually have it pressing Q at a different pace than pressing W. So you can have different patterns and stuff like that. Because essentially, I can script it to say, here's what I want you to do every X number of seconds, every single time a timer goes off after I press a hotkey. That is how sophisticated the moderation software for the channel is. And by moderation, I mean for the live streams, not for video comments. Video comments, they're whatever. We do need to stay on some blue to get the rest of the ice tree, I think. But we're already getting a crap ton of resources. Is our lightning actually killing stuff? I think it is. Just by the sheer nature of just how much we're leaving damaged things behind. And I cannot wait until we start getting to pink so I can actually improve their respawn rate again. Restart. We need 15. It gets so slow towards the end. It's so arduous, my friend. Let's see. Rid of you bastards. We did get another one there, so we're at 14. Let's finish off our fireballs. The fireball is done. Yeah, literally the only thing we have left is here, so blep. And we will do damage on it first. And we will do area and crit. And then oh, wait, there's another blue one there. Oh, that's not a big blue one. The rest of these are pink, so we'll go until we level up again. I am slightly curious about a few of the things that it's going to throw at us. One thing that would be kind of interesting, I doubt they're going to do this either, is if there were enemies that had resistances in this. That said, it would take it away from being an incremental game to being more of a strategy game, because then you'd actually have to aim more. I don't think they're going to do that. I think that would be... Oh, we actually have QW, yeah. Yeah, restart. Let's see what ice does. Yeah, ice is... Yeah, it's just a ice nova. Yeah, pressing those in conjunction with just moving around. If we get really big radius on them, I'd feel a little better about it, but right now it just feels like, why bother expending the extra energy when I can just spin my mouse around, right round, baby, right round, and get pretty much the same result? Are we going to end up with excess blue? Maybe. Don't think so, but we could. That is one thing that this one is actually doing okay with. We do finish the tree around the same time as that, but we are lingering too long on each wave. I do actually like the little look of the mushroom guys, though. They are cute little bastards. But I was tired of seeing their face several runs ago. And I don't have a reason to actually run a mixed group of enemies. So it feels a little bit redundant on that end as well. Like, why would I run mixed enemies for this? All except for maybe for the screenshot. I might actually, as we get towards the end, I might go back and just buy a bunch of the other ones just to get the extra little bit of screenshot of, here's variety. Let's go ahead and get an even split of these guys so they're just everywhere. There you go. And yeah, I could sit here and just grind green. These, and just skip ahead like that. Just do it off camera, just let the game run itself. Skill tree. Because I could probably figure out a way to get it to auto restart. Oh, we actually have... Not that that particularly matters. Slow down duration, sure. I don't care about slowing them down. Let's unlock you. These guys are 500,000, so that is 24. That's 86. Pumpkins are going to cost 20. I'm calling it now. Quest-wise, and now we get to kill 5,000 pigmen. We want to kill some of the others so we can actually get their stuff as well. And yep. Look, they take forever to kill again. Baby's first prestige. And they at least give us a decent amount. I'm going to go probably after a handful of blues here, just to guarantee we finish off the rest of that tree. But at the same time, we're going to get it just incidentally going after the pigs. Okay, let's go with you. That's a pink. We don't care about that. We care more about that first. We have oranges, 1.5 million for that. That's gross. So I think the order is damage and capacity first, then radius and respawn are kind of like our B tiers. Oh, that is 50 times. And yeah, that's 20 times. So it does scale up. I don't know what the actual process of that's going to be, but we only killed 13 that last time, mainly because they're durable little shits. So yeah, doing the elemental ones might actually not be a bad idea, because it does improve our kill speed on these guys. Let's go ahead and go after that one there. We can probably get the fireball one down to 1 second if we want to. Pretty decent little chunks on damage. There we go. Skill tree again. You get enough for 2 of those guys. Didn't get enough for another pink upgrade over there. We do have some blue down there. I think the rest of those are pink. Yeah, so we've got all the blues done. We don't have to worry about that. I think we are going to go for... I think I am just going to save up for that. Monster-wise, sell, buy. 150k versus 240k. We'll see what we have after this run. Yeah, just dropping as many meteors on these guys as possible. We don't have any reason to really focus in on the blue guys, sadly. So I think maybe we do actually go for damage just so we can get rid of them faster in their little clusters. But having just more of them is going to make it easier for us to do that anyway. Okay, so skill tree. Not getting much XP towards this. We'll go for slicer damage first. We'll go ahead and get a respawn speed up so we can actually get them a little bit quicker in here. And I forgot to buy more. We need to adjust our cooldowns as well. Pretty soon, I won't have to spam QW to actually get quick kills on them. Because we'll get them down to like 3 hits, and then I won't have to worry about jack squat. We got $1 million on that one, so we're going to be able to buy like 4 pigs. Yeah, skill tree. Monsters. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, we could do skill tree in a minute. Because I wouldn't mind getting more damage, but at the same time, I think we need our spawn rate up. Although we aren't getting enough gold to actually reliably lean into that yet. So maybe more damage first. Get more pigs. Yeah, that's all the blues are just there for extra XP on top of the pigs. So anything else beyond that is just gravy. Okay, skill tree. Got 500,000. Let's go for more damage. And we will go for... Oh, you're blue as well. Okay, I'll grab those. Make them bigger. How much is the cooldown? 2 million for you to get that down to 1 second cooldown. Don't think we care about crit chance. Maybe we go for extra souls. And monsters. Yeah, remembering to switch between these. There we go. So we're just going to end up with extra blue on top of everything. I do not see a reason. Yeah, we can just spam Q now. Yeah, I don't see a reason to get rid of them. They're just giving us extra currency sitting in the top left. It's not like that currency hurts us by having extra of it. Got spawn there. Yeah, we're making it through these guys. We just need a lot more XP per run. Skill tree. Let's go monsters first. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Regular skill tree. Let's go ahead and get more spawn slots. We'll be using those instead of getting rid of blues. And we're going to go for a little bit more radius. Start slicing. How big is our radius going to be? Reasonable. Obviously, as it gets bigger, we will get more XP per round, but at the same time, the cost, like I said, it's going up per round too, so it kind of balances itself out. Do I need to keep spamming Fireball? Not really. It's not really adding as much as you would think. It only adds a lot whenever we first get into a level. So skill tree again. Go for you. Go for 2, 3. Yeah, we're not even at cap yet. We don't even have to sell the other guy. So maybe we don't invest in more quantity just yet. Until we catch up to the point where we don't need the blues on the board. So maybe we go for damage and AoE first? This is going to be one of those that I probably spend a few days recording, by the way. So we'll have jump cuts every now and then as I either have time to do it or don't, because incremental games, I've been trying to do a little bit better about completing them. So if you guys like that, awesome. Skill tree. You are 900k for that. We'll go ahead and grab potential bonus time. Yeah, 0.05% per each one. Not a lot. Think our next investment is going to be... Honestly, we should probably be going for attack speed as well. Just so we can machine gun the crap out of this. And I did not get more pigs. That sucks. They are worth a lot more gold than the little blue boys. So I think we just chill like this for the most part. Do I even want to bother with the meteors at the moment? Really? No. Just gonna hover over and hope for the best. I do not know how much blue we're going to end up excess, but it's probably going to be in the millions. Let's go and get more monsters. Okay, so we can sell one of you and buy that. Skill tree is... it's 900k for more damage. Or we can just go with more time and more attack speed. And I'll go ahead and get chain chance up because it's there. The passive ones are the ones that I absolutely want. Because I cannot be arsed to sit there spamming my Q key running out that switch. Your switches and your keyboard and your mouse have a limited amount of uses that they are generally going to be good for. Obviously, mechanical failure, there will be variance. But I don't want to use those up on that. Considering that our mouse is doing just fine without having to worry about jack squat. There's another level up. We need 20 of those, so don't get too excited. Skill tree. Monsters. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need about 10 times as many killed as we have already. Think I'm going to go passives there. How much is our normal damage? Way higher than that. We'll go critical chance and lightning chance. We'll just go ahead and grab that to keep these going into the next tiers. We're starting to see like a nice little ripple out pattern at least. Not enough for another one of you. Start slicing again. So maybe we should be swapping them over after every single round. Just so we guaranteed have more pink coming in and more money. Definitely starting to see a prevalence of pink piggies. I do just have to say I do prefer the mushrooms over the pigs, aesthetically speaking. They're both cute, but as far as I like the derpy little 1-2 thing going on with them. I know that's dumb, but monsters, let's go ahead and sell 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still not over on the numbers there. Let's go with... I'm gonna go monster respawn first. And chance at double souls and crit chance. Just to get them going a little bit faster. And obviously we could just theoretically let this idle and just keep repeating the thing. I do need to see if there is a keyboard shortcut for it, like advancing to the next screen. It would take a lot longer to do what we're doing if I just left it running, but at the same time, go ahead and take those out. Take you little boogers out. And then just be on our way? Yeah. So if I just had like an auto clicker sitting right there, I want to see how it would perform. The arrows just do it on click each time. It would be very, 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 very slow. But it would still do it because they do just wander in and then they respawn elsewhere. This is just an experimental run in case I wanted to do that. Especially now that we have the passive arrows. It makes it a little bit more viable, but as you can see, they eventually just reach a point where they're just not in that sector. So skill tree. We will go there for 5 more. And we will go monsters. And we sell 1 and get that. So now we have more pigmen than the other. Yay, finally. Yippee. Yippee! We'll go ahead and get a little bit more lightning damage. And we'll go ahead and grab the crit chance. It does seem to be very uniform in how it's expanding, by the way. We get access to a new skill every now and then, but... Not that that's a particularly important thing. But yeah, the progress, if we do just the auto-clicker route, is going to be slow, but it's stuff that I don't actually have to, like, pay attention for, I guess. Now let's just keep slashing. Would like to get down to 2 attacks per pig. Okay, skill tree. That's another 5. Let's go with... I'm going to do respawn and radius. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get more of you. Quest-wise, we still have ages to go on that one. Are you... You're 1 mil for... It's going to be 5 mil for the last one of those. But for the most part, there's going to be our next level up. We still need, what, 17 more of those? Yeah, we're focusing in on the clusters. Do the blue ones distract me? A little bit, but it's not a big deal. Like, I will miss out on some of the pink ones because I'm like, oh, that's mostly green over there just because the blue guys are hiding them, but not really that big of a issue. Skill tree. Monsters. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we... Yeah, no, we did fine. Skill tree. I think we're going to save for 900k. Yeah, we're going to save for 900k. We get even faster piggy killing. So I don't have to hover on them nearly as long. Because I think this will get me down to 2 swings on them. I could be wrong. Crit chance could also reduce the number of swings we need on them by a significant amount. Especially if we get up to 100% crit. I don't think we're going to. I don't think the crit's going to get above maybe like 50 or 60%. At a stretch, maybe 75. Because we're not even at like a quarter crit rate right now. If I'm remembering correctly. I think we're at like 20-something%, like 23. You can look. Yeah, we're at 23% right now. Let's go for hit area up onto Meteor, because we're going to need that eventually. We'll go for more souls. And let's get ourselves some monsters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're at 80, you guys, and we still have a crap ton more to go for that. Now, we could amp up our damage with attack speed as well. But that's not going to be my priority at the moment. Yeah, we're still at, I think, 3 swings. For the most part, unfortunately. But I do think we are going to reach a point where just with the passive skills, we will not necessarily clear the board, but get a lot closer. We're going to do another run just like that. Just to get up to 4 greens. And hopefully maybe get enough to do a bit of 2 shots? Maybe? We're getting a decent amount of money from this. It does seem like the money scales up on something. It might just be the type of enemy we're killing. We might just get more money just by killing the higher tier guys. Distinct possibility. Grab you for 1.8. Monsters, we have 7 million, so it's going to be 15, so we go down to 10. There you go, 95 pigmen, quest-wise. Not looking too bad on that. As far as what else we can invest in, not much. We only have 73k, so I might as well get that one to see what's after it. Looky, it's another of the exact same thing, just higher level. Yeah, once we get all pigs, I will probably switch over to just going back whenever we get levels up. Because that makes sense to me. I do kind of feel a little bit dissuaded by the fact that the passives, and even the, like, active skills, yeah, they help whenever you're first starting on a wave, but they quickly become just kind of like superfluous additions in the background because they don't one-shot stuff. A skill tree. We will go ahead and grab that. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Start slicing 104 pigmen on each level. And even whenever we max them out, they don't really one-shot stuff unless they get a crit. Which, that is an argument for getting their crit rate up. Like, the arrow right now, it's helping. Like, we guarantee some, like, kills a little bit easier. But for the most part, it's just like, okay, we're just doing what we can. A skill tree. Can't afford the next one of those. That thing is done. I suppose we could do... Oh! Arrows now auto-aim at monsters. Yeah. Bounce and Black Hole is an active skill. Okay. Let's go attack speed up then. Monster-wise, we have 10, so we can go down to 120. And yeah, we're getting close to running out of mushrooms, which is where we want to be. And yeah, it seems like max the attack to get 2-shot kills. And yeah, with faster attack speed, that becomes extremely brutal. Bacon, it's what's for dinner, my guys. Do we have any more things to... I mean, we could get the respawn rate up. That would help out a bit. And obviously, we're going to replace our guys. So, skill tree, let's get rid of all the blues. Although, no, we don't actually have enough to do that. We have one more round before we get rid of all the blues. Skill tree, we currently have 1.5 mil. I'm going to go with... Oh, we can increase our arrow count. Yes, please. And I will increase our... lightning bounce rate and crit chance. Go ahead and just grab you because you're cheap. Cheap, I say. And we're already halfway to the bonus there. So, start a wave. And then we should be out of blues on our next run of that. Which works out perfectly fine by me. So now we have double arrows. Yeah, once we get to the peak of a wave, it does go a lot faster. As far as our kill rate, our actual progression rate, not so much. Because the costs have gone up so much that it's, okay, yeah, you're clearing the screen faster, but that just means you have to worry about where you're aiming more. It's not like, oh, we're going to zip through the pigs super fast because now we have everything maxed out. No. Skill tree, 7.5 mil, and so we're going to start hoarding up that nonsense. So yeah, those guys are just superfluous now. Unless we run across something that needs a lot of resources, then we can dump into it and get a bunch of that. Do we go for 5 more? Yeah, we can go for 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As far as what else we invest in, we'll go with crit chance on the arrows. Then raw damage there. Even though we're not really using the actives, they're there. And now we get the homogeneous group of pigs. For probably 15 levels. which is going to be probably about, I would say, 45 runs. Because we do get decent amounts of XP, but again, as you can see, we're not even getting halfway after completing that one. Skill tree, 1.83. I will go ahead and grab... We have more levels of that coming soon. But I am going to grab attack speed. And a radius. And yes, this is much faster than what we started with. We might actually even be able to start doing just sweeps. If the enemy respawns are kind of like what they're looking like. It's not going to be a patterned sweep. But we just slowly move around towards like wherever the densest looks like it is. Which is in my chair. No. Skill tree. Grab you. Monsters. 5 more of those. We have 303,000, so we will go for more normal crit. And more lightning, because why not? I think main weapon is still the thing we should focus on the most. And then we lean in on doing the support weapons. And I'm not sure what else after that. And I have to say, another thing about the level thing is it doesn't really boost our dopamine much to be just getting one every few runs. That seems like, even though it gives the nice little charm, that just doesn't give me dopamine. It doesn't feel like, oh, we're getting that much stronger. We're just getting that as a passive of just doing a bunch of runs. Okay, 1.8 mil. Do we just save up for that? Quest-wise, yeah, maybe we just do. No, I'm going to go respawn rate. And more souls. Because if we can get them respawning faster, we don't have to worry about their density as much. See how many runs it takes to get a level up. I'm gonna guess probably 3. Because right now, it doesn't feel like that bar is moving exceptionally fast. I do keep glancing down at it, which means I'm not aiming optimally up here, but... yeah, we'll just go until we get another one. We need 20 of the fuckers. So, do I grind on camera or off camera? Is it disingenuous to grind off camera just to get through to that? Personally, I do like having a record of how long it takes for the most part, but I think you guys have already seen just how much this goes. So we're grinding up to 3 mil pink so we can actually get the maximum density on these guys. And then we'll start grinding for the levels. Yep, there we have the 3 mil pink, so we can go ahead and grab you. And that is the max we can have on those, so we'll get a look at that. We should hit that cap, not right away, but soon. Let's go ahead and get more souls. I'll even grab explosion area there just because it was flashing at me and I want to see what's after, which is the exact same damn thing. So this is 145 pigs. Don't have max respawn yet, but we will get there very, very soon. As you can see, we are just cutting a pretty gnarly swath through them. And then they get kind of spread out, so we have to decide what other path we want to actually take through their corpulent bodies. Okay, so only 1.6 million off of that one. Still don't have the quest done. Think we are going to go respawn speed. And do we go crit chance? Nah, I'll save. I'll go for passives. I really do not care about the actives. But yeah, I think I am going to go ahead and time warp again so that we can just immediately start working on the next ones. So I will be back in probably 30 minutes to an hour. Okay, we've reached 20. We have actually not finished all of the pink stuff, but we're probably going to get them eventually just by going through the rest of this. And make sure that I'm actually recording here. Am I recording? Yes, I am recording. So let's go ahead and unlock our next monster, which is Pumpkin Boys. And they are 10 million each, so we can get 40 of them. So let's go ahead and do that. Get as many as we possibly can. And hopefully that'll be enough to actually get us a little bit of progress on there. We are getting more at the start of each of these, but at the same time, yeah, it doesn't matter. We should actually, in my opinion, this is just going to be my opinion. If you're going to balance it out like this, maybe make it just so you get a little bit more of these resources on the skill tree so you can actually finish those off. And then whenever you select this, just have it evolve and give you a little bit of the previous resource until it's done. So you don't have to keep micromanaging this. It needs texture, but we shall see. Let's start slicing. We're going to be doing QWE. I actually did go ahead and get the booms. But yeah, the only thing we haven't finished is like some of the ice ones. So let's see how much it takes to actually kill those guys. It's not too bad with the other item spam. And yes, I am manually just mashing those keys. We'll do it until we actually have enough damage to not have to worry about them. But as it stands, we do not do enough yet to actually reliably do that, sadly. So we're just looking for millions of XP from these idiots. We do actually get a little time back whenever we kill things, so killing the little pink guy is not the worst thing ever either. So we got a whole cluster of you guys. They do kind of blend together because orange and pink. So skill tree. Let's go and see what we can improve. We can improve our damage. That's always a good one to improve. There's going to be reds up there. Okay, so that's going to be a huge one. Let's go ahead. We have, this is pink, so we'll go ahead and grab that. That's an orange, so we don't want to grab that. As far as our oranges, we'll go respawn. They're down to 3 seconds. I have a gut feeling this is going to get to be extremely fast respawn, which will be handy, but we have 19 million, so that means 1. Lovely. It's going to be one of those. It's going to be one of those. No. Why do you do this game? Anyway, let's go ahead and get more damage. We'll get more spawn slots as well. But yeah, we definitely need much better income. We need way more oranges to actually be said income. Yeah, it just, this game needs a little bit more texture to it. There is something to be said about smooth curves, but so far I'm feeling like it needs a little bit more of, oh, I'm on the next group. Here's something that feels significantly different instead of just here's a different color enemy. That's just kind of how it's feeling. Even whenever we're spamming our abilities, they're all just additional clicks, essentially. So, yeah. Go ahead and get another slot there so we can just buy into those. Ow. Okay, skill tree. We'll go with more souls. And yeah, it's just the same upgrade further out. Maybe we'll get another passive out of these. That'd be kind of nice. And really the only time that I use the active abilities is at the start of waves before we actually get our attacks up high enough. Once we get our attacks up high enough to like 2 or 3 shot these guys, there's literally no reason to use the passives because our normal attacks are going to be fast enough to keep it from actually having any kind of impact whenever we do use the special abilities. And yeah, this one is a little bit harder to see where the new guys are, sadly. So I am just kind of spamming at large groups and hoping for the best. There we go. We got 5 mil on that and 2 mil on their skill tree. Do we actually have any more pinks left to get? Those are oranges. That is a pink. Oh, chance to freeze monsters. We still have pinks. What? Huh? I mean, yeah, I'll take them, but why didn't those unlock before? So we might have a reason to keep them around? There's meteor damage, there's bomb damage. This does not go any lower, so we don't actually have one there. I'm gonna go... I think I'm gonna increase lightning damage, actually. We'll have a chance of... chain lightning? I think getting the passives up is not a terrible idea. Yeah, these are kind of expensive. It feels like it might actually be trying to slow me down now. Despite the fact that it is actually still a very smooth textured game. Which some people do prefer that. This is definitely fitting that bubble wrap thing. Another one that kind of fits this mold is Monster Flipper. That one is another one that had a very just like smooth thing where like once you start getting your pattern down, things just don't change. You might actually hear me like hitting the keyboard every now and then. It shouldn't be too loud. I just went over and looked at the equalizer. Shouldn't be too bad. Let's go ahead and just do another run. Because it feels like we're only getting like 3 of these guys per run at the moment. Which isn't even worth the micro. Because we still actually need quite a bit of pink. So we might as well get it now and get it out of the way. I'm kind of surprised that we actually got a pink unlock thing after unlocking oranges. Because that wasn't there before. So that is interesting, but it's not adding texture. There's nothing actually changing our gameplay style. We just need more clicks in the same spot. That is the entire gameplay here. Oh, yeah. Skill tree. Oh, what's the requirement for the next one? 25. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have you. Skill tree. Go for a bit more damage. We will go for... We'll go for bigger radius. And we will go for faster respawn. And as far as our pinks, guess we just invest in these. Don't care about that. I'll go ahead and boost my crit chance. These are still only 1% each. They're not even different functionality. They are just... yeah, same thing, but more expensive. And different currency. Which just feels fucking weird. It feels like there's a lot of superfluous currency, basically. Would be a nice way to put it. Because... yeah, why not just have one soul currency and have, say, barriers that unlock them? Like, whenever you unlock the next monster, now you can invest those points into the next tier. And the ones are worth more. You could just have one soul currency and have it scale in numbers, instead of having it where you have a bunch of useless currency sitting over at the very beginning. The only thing I can think of is there is an achievement for, like, merging prism or something like that. That possibly, maybe, could be a requirement to get all the currencies up to a certain amount. That is literally the only thing I can think of for that. We're going to go with... we don't have enough for extra damage yet. Could do that one. Go ahead and grab more souls. And that means that the rest of these, except for you, are going to be pink. So yeah, we'll do ice explosion damage up. Why not? I am actually causing my pinky to hurt by pressing Q so much, so I'm switching how I'm holding my hand over there. Because I hit with the side of my pinky rather than the tip, so it starts driving my nail back into it. If you're wondering how you can hurt yourself by pressing the Q button too much, that is how. Yeah, as far as the enemies go, yeah, I'm not too afraid of them. Sorry if you hear the tapping, tap, 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 tap in the background. Skill tree. We got some more pink stuff. We will invest there to finish that one. That's orange, that's orange, that's orange. As far as orange investments, we go there. And we'll go ahead and grab the increase lightning chance. Monsters next. Not quite enough for 5 of you guys, but we'll get there. Although, you know, I will go ahead and do that. Even though it's still 1 down, it's fine. Maybe we should keep one of each of the old ones. Like, literally just add visual texture. And yeah, the bomb is just another explosion in the same spot, but it's delayed. If you're wondering what the E button is, I can just go E for a while, and you can see it takes a while to explode. So if things respawn there, it'll do some work on them. I'm mostly just throwing it out there as a finisher in case there's like something that I left behind with just a mouse fart of life. So we need 25. And yeah, we'll go until we get to just a solid pumpkin patch. And then we will do more. I'm going to go ahead and get more spawn capacity. Get that pink there. And that should be all the pink ones done. And those are orange. There's black hole as well. And that is another active one. It's R. So we'd actually have our hand like that. Monster-wise, we just buy a bunch of you. And we keep slicing. We're keeping the pink ones on for XP. And XP only. Watches end up needing a crap ton of just white resource. Really, I'm slightly tempted to just keep one of each just so we can passively be getting those. It's not going to hurt our income very much considering it is, what, maybe 5% if we have one of each of the previous ones. Reduction in the number of the units. It's less than that. It's probably more like 2%. But I'm not going to sit here and math it out because my brain, it is fried today. I have a lot of things that I have to do. Skill tree. We're currently at 2 out of 25. Go ahead and grab you for more damage. And we'll grab... think we're going to go crit chance on that just to round it out. And crit chance there to round it out. Yeah, it goes up to that. So how much are we going to get to on this? Because quest-wise, we only have 3 more tiers left. We have pumpkins, imps, and werewolves. So pumpkins, imps, and werewolves is... We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're working on pumpkins right now. So 2 more after this, which means we have 7 levels there, 7 levels there. So this one's going to go up to 36. No, it's going to go up to 35. This one will go up to 42. Yeah, we'll have like 50% crit chance, which is whatever, I guess. Not too impressed by a 50% crit chance. That's 1 and 2. It's still better than 0, but... it's not something that is the be-all, end-all of your damage output is great now. No, it's not. We're just very much still limited to the, hey, it takes 2 hits whenever you get done with your offensive skills. And then it takes 27 hits whenever you are just starting on a new wave of enemies. So it is literally just going to be a bit of grinding in between each one. I will definitely look at these while we are unlocking things because we currently don't know what black hole does. I have a rough idea, but there's no guarantee on it. So now we have a chance to add a little bit more time. There you guys go. Just leave all the destruction in our wake. Hey, we got one with a bomb right there. Sweet. But yeah, this is mostly just the only reason I use the actives is for the transition zones. I wonder if black hole draws them in. If it does, that one would be a good idling one, especially if we can get the radius up large enough. So we could actually we could set it to just be an auto clicker. That's slightly tempting. Skill tree again, 8.15. We're going to go with more souls, and we're going to go with more time. And yeah, there's just more there. I keep forgetting we have the time one. And I forgot to buy more dudes. So we'll go for more damage soon. Do we need all the pink resources? Not really. I do wonder what the prism thing is. I really do feel that's going to be one thing that eats up all of our past currency. Or that we need a certain amount of all the past currency for. Because otherwise, I have no idea why we even bother holding on to it. Once you get that part of the tree done, you could just hide it from the UI even. That's one reason why I'm like, this should have just one currency skill tree. Okay. We could go AoE. I think we actually want to go... Yeah, we'll go AoE. And respawn. And then monsters, we have 189, which is 18. So we get a whole bunch of you guys. Start slicing again. Yeah, once we get to all oranges, it is literally just a matter of grinding it out. As far as like what pattern we want to go in with it. Even still, I don't really feel like the active skills are doing much. We get a handful more kills with it, but is it worth the extra energy investment whenever it is literally just, we're eventually going to be just waving our mouse around. There you go. And yeah, as you can see down there at the bottom, due to the XP scaling, actually, I can make a good analogy. This is kind of like what Diablo 4 did. Where you are getting more powerful, but you don't feel it. If that makes sense. I'm going to go ahead and grab you. Just so we can just straight buy 5 more. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. So now we have 100 of those guys. We're about 1/5 of the way to getting that quest done. We'll go with none of the above, because I don't really care about those. There's a lot of abilities in this one that I really just do not want to bother with. They're decent, but it is only in the transition areas, so why would I bother getting big improvements to my active skills until we start getting close to the next group of new enemies? Because even now, we maybe get a half dozen extra kills from the actives. And mostly it's because they're landing after we've moved away and we missed a guy. But we will go to the end because that is going to give things a fair... We'll go to the next level there. Give things a fair shake. They were kind enough to send a key. I will be kind enough to actually play through their game. Obviously, I can't do that with every game, but once I start it, I do feel kind of compelled to finish it up. And also, if you've sent me a Gen AI game, it's probably in my library, and I might do it on a feature talking about the issues with Gen AI in games, but... And I'll give you a fair shake. If it's a good Gen AI game, I'll give it credit where credit is due. Such as... possibly, oh, you actually had decent game design. Too bad the graphics look like ass. I 100% prefer just programmer art over Gen AI stuff. Gen AI stuff just, it looks hideous to me. Yes, even like the deep fake looking crap looks hideous to me. So we're going to grab you. Go and get some more lightning damage. Get a crit rate up. Get ourselves 5 more of you guys. We have 13 more that we can do there. So 1, 2, so that'll be 57. Start slicing. But yeah, we have definitely gotten our pattern here. There's really not much left for us to do pattern-wise on this. As we get more, we just can be a little bit lazier with how we aim. That's literally the only real difference in levels up in this. Otherwise, everything just feels like, yes, we get stronger against the old stuff, but we don't have to fight the old stuff. There's nothing there to mess with. And, gee. It is just, we keep the quantity we have of them just for the little bit of extra XP. Was our bomb yellow just then? Okay, so there's another level of attack. Let's go. Attack speed up. Yeah, I'm so surprised that unlocked another attack speed up. Okay, so we need 11. There you go, buddy. And obviously, I am going to increase the cap on these consistently, because that just increases our saturation. Now, that would be an interesting challenge mode to actually have a mode that didn't have like a cap up, but that would just mean this takes longer. Part of me kind of wishes that instead of these being focused in on where we're at, instead replace them with just like random AoE meteor shower or ice storm or earthquake for the bomb, so that you have things that hit the entire board and soften them up. So that would give me a reason to spam this more often, because then we'd be trimming stuff down that got hit by lightning, by arrows and stuff like that. Here it is literally just, here's a bonus click every few seconds. Skill tree, yes, we are going to keep bumping those up. As far as that goes, we'll go ahead and take the extra arrow. Can't get another arrow after that. That sucks. I'm gonna go... lightning chain chance, maybe? Or do we just want lightning period chance? Yeah, hitting a monster has a chance of triggering lightning, so we'll just go lightning trigger chance. And yeah, those just go off into a red one. So we have room for 14, so that's going to be 56. How are we looking on the quest? Not too bad. We're not quite halfway there, but as with all of these, we'll get there. I guess we should probably go for attack up next, just to make it so that we two-shot these guys, because we're currently still at 3 shots. So I don't feel... Of course, that does give me an excuse to keep spamming our abilities. But yeah, having these be more global, and even if they were just randomly targeting, would probably make it feel more texture... Like, it's got more texture to it, if you have it like that. That way you're damaging things around the board, and you actually feel more powerful whenever you're using it. Right now, it is a weaker click. That is all. Skill tree. So that one is 45 mil for that, so we will just hold on for it. We're going to go ahead and get ourselves some more monsters. That's going to be 57. We're almost out of pigmen. Our next one of those is 50 million. I suppose we could do the arrow bounce. You know what? Let's grab arrow bounce. Auto aim at monsters and increases arrow bounce by 1. So yeah, we can have arrows bouncing around. Passives are by far my favorite. Let's go ahead and get respawn speed up. So that's going to go down to 2.5. Yeah, the enemy respawn rate is going to be reasonable. So they spawn after a little bit over 2 seconds. Just shy of 3. Yeah, having more oranges is going to give us more resources. I suppose I probably shouldn't have just spent the money there, but not the money, the souls. But if we can get 40 mil on this, I'll be happy. I don't think we're going to. Another thing that probably would help, if you're not going to make the actives AoE, I mean proper AoE, we're talking full screen kind of stuff, then I would say possibly include an upgrade that allows them to just auto-fire. And that might be something that comes later. That is one reason why we do give them a shake into the rest of the game. Why we give them that chance. Because that could be something that comes with the red demons. That could be something that comes with the minotaurs. That could be something in the post-game even. If it's in the post-game, that's a little too late for it to be enjoyable in my opinion. I'd much rather have automation in incrementals, probably after you've established your initial pattern. So in this case, it would probably have been, we can actually go skill tree, monsters. I would have probably put it towards the tail end of goblins if there is automation. So you guys get to go ahead and get completely sold out. And we go up to 170 there. Skill tree wise, and we don't have any use for pinks anymore. So our active skills are going to be slicer damage max, and we are going to go for a bit more arrow damage. And we will go for lightning count up. Oh, we can only get up to 3 lightning. Interesting. Well, that sucks. Here, I'll grab you. You're going to have one after it that's identical. Monster-wise, now we're just saving up our stuff for the next 19 runs. I will go ahead and keep you guys around until we get max monster up. It shouldn't be too long. Oh yeah, and we don't really need our actives, do we? Oh, and I'm not even actually using my actives. I was pressing the wrong buttons. I was pressing 1, 2, 3 instead of QWE. That's why I like stuff on my home row. It does look more impressive whenever they're all going off. Doesn't feel like we're going particularly faster. Restart. We do need a lot more. I think we need 50 mil to get the next tier up on number of doodles. We're probably closing in on getting the pumpkin quest done because we're murderizing all of them. You can just see all the orange corpses just constantly littering the ground. There you guys go. And end of level. Oh, actually, we still have quite a bit of time left on the level. We do get a chance to get time back on lightning strikes, on... I believe it's on kills as well. Which one is this one? Is that... Yeah, time bonus plus 1 whenever a monster is sliced, so that's killed. We're going to go ahead and grab you and you. I don't think we care about too much of those other things. I'm going to go ahead and get respawn speed up and AoE up. Because we've already got... We still have more to go on that. 75 mil for those. So, buy more of these. Quest-wise, yeah, we're getting there. How many are we killing per thing? That's 6653. If we start slicing, so 6653 to... This will just be a rough estimate. I'm not going for, like, actual amount that we're going for. So 6653 is how much we had on the previous one. I need to keep repeating it or I will forget it. So you will get very tired of 6653. Even though we don't need to know it down to that precision. 6653 just gives me a way better idea. Mostly I'm interested in how many hundreds we're doing per run. So at 6653, I'm guessing we're going to have a few hundred. I'm guessing we're going to be killing probably like 200 or 300. So skill tree 6653 up to 74. Oh, we're killing almost 1,000 per run now. Okay. Okie dokie. I think we save up for 75 mil to get that one done. Could look at what black hole is. Actually, we will look at what black hole is. Black hole strength increases black hole duration. Huh. And so that's going to be R. Yeah, we'll save up for the next one, but I want to see what this is. Okay, interesting. It does pull them in. That could be used for automation. Especially if we got it really large. That wouldn't be half bad at all. Pull them in, just get a really large black hole and just kind of center it wherever the button shows up. And then we could pull things in from pretty decent distance out. Interesting. We'd have to get its cooldown down, which is gonna be near the freaking end of the game, but... So, we don't have enough to get you yet. I think we are going to go ahead and just keep going for that. Going for monsters first. Yeah, I could probably just set it up to auto proc the black hole, because it does draw them into us. That's probably the best of those. So if we do, like, everything all in one spot, even the higher level guys probably don't stand that much of a chance against us. So I do think we are closing in on the point where I need to just do another round of grinding. So it's about, like, 20 minutes on, about 30, 40 minutes off, because I get lazy whenever I'm off. Okay, so we have you now, so let's go ahead and get some more monsters. Quest-wise, we're almost there. Got you done. Let's get respawn rate up. Go and get some lightning chance up. And we'll go crit chance on our arrows, because we do actually like our passives. Yeah, I just feel like if we're going to go for a smooth route, incremental, we should probably have made the skill tree a little bit more smooth as well. Because these do feel... they're fun. They're fine. It is the bubble wrap effect. I am popping all the little monster bubbles. And we are getting a lot of souls out of these. You can see them flying up there like crazy. And we have a decent chance of getting double souls from them, but as it stands, there's only so much we can do. And we still have to build up so much. Black hole strength goes up. Black hole area goes up. Yeah, I'm going to focus on black hole for a little bit because I am intrigued by it. We'll go ahead and get lightning up. So I'm wagering we'll probably be able to get it up to taking at least a quarter of the map in. Because if we go here, yeah, it doesn't attract a huge amount. But it does pull them in relatively fast, even with just the little bit of upgrades we did. But now, it is time for us to grind out the remaining, I think, 16 levels? We'll find out whenever we end this Smash Fest. Yeah, 16 levels. So I'll see you in 16 levels. Okay, we've reached 25. I need to adjust the microphone. It drifted down. But we've reached 25, so we can unlock you. How much are you each? 200 million each. That's 5 per billion. So we can get 55? You little bugger butts. That's going to be lovely. So let's go ahead. Oh, wait. That is 22. We can make... no, never mind. It's 55. So we go down to 125. And get as many of these idiots as possible. So now we can actually start getting red resources. Yes, darling. Yeah, we should be fine, I think. I think I mathed that out, right? I don't know. I'm a dumbass at times. We have 3 more that we can do. 1, 2, 3. Lovely. Skill tree-wise, we still have a few oranges left. We'll probably get enough for those just by going through. But let's start clicking and see how the red guys go, especially now that we have all of the abilities. There we go. We got imp slicing. Frankly, just spamming stuff is not a bad idea. And yes, I am just mashing that entire row on my keyboard to try and get as many resources as possible so we can actually get even more devils. Because that is our next big upgrade. I am actually shaking the entire desk on accident. You probably can hear that, and I apologize. So, yeah, do we actually get a decent amount of them? We did not get much XP on this one. Ugh, that's kind of gross. Okay, skill tree. Actually, we do need to see one thing. Monsters. 30 for you. Cool. We're already starting to get the imp slicer one. We didn't even get 100 that time. But we're talking billions of resources for thousands of idiots. So we have some improvements. We actually... oh, we do have the damage upgrade. We'll take it. And then we have the werewolf one over there. And we'll go ahead and spend our oranges, because all we have left for orange stuff is going to be down here in this ice section, where the ice guys hide. And yes, I am just going to go nuclear until we get... Oh, I forgot to get more red guys. Oops. Well, that's my own bad. So yeah, we just drop in as much nuclear pain as possible. And yeah, it does seem like there's some kind of weird shift on the XP thing until you actually get up to enough of them. But at the same time, only so much I can do. Go and get you guys. We have a good batch up there. We have another good batch right there. Okay, we got... Okay, skill tree. They're still... We're not going to get a lot of them each round, are we? Okay, so we need to make room for 5 of you guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 2 runs was 5 guys. There. Let's go. Oh, we could have actually just gone with more slots. Well, do we actually have one that gives... No, we have 750 million for the next thing there. So let's go ahead and finish off a little bit of orange. That one is frozen enemies take double damage. That one will be handy. Let's go ahead, though, and increase our arrow damage and get more redness from it. And then we can start boosting these other things. Getting more resources so we can get these upgrades faster. Probably not a terrible idea. I do find it weird that we need 1 billion red for just, like, a single upgrade. And yeah, we should be okay to just pound the crap out of these guys. We're still not one-shotting the orange guys, funnily enough, which I find to be mildly hilarious. Okay, we'll drop down here. Oh, we've got a good spot over here, too. Nice. Do we actually have any more good concentrations of reds? We are doing the thing where we end up with a lot of very similar colored enemies again. So it's kind of hard to tell where the, like, big batches of them are. But I guess we'll be okay. Skill tree. Let's get you monsters and start buying those guys. Now, we're not full right now. As far as the rest of our orange upgrades, we get max there, max there. That is red, so we don't want to be buying that. We want to go ahead and get respawn down. Yeah, these are all just 0.1 seconds. The upgrades are just very, very smooth. They are smoothed down, smooth-brained. They just don't really give us much variety. So it really is just feeling like it's going to be the same thing. I do want to finish this just so I can see what the final big upgrade is. Because that's going to be pretty high priority for me, is to see what this... Because there is one achievement on the game that doesn't make sense to me. Because all the rest of them are like, complete all the quests, get all the monsters, slash all the monsters. There's one for a boss monster, so it kind of spoils that there is going to be a ultimate fight, if you will. But it's not the only thing that we're doing here. So we can buy another one of you. That's going to be those. We get... Oh. 2, 3. There you go. Skill tree. What do we invest red in? Possibly AoE? Or we go for crit there? Or we go for just more resources? I think we just go for more resources, sadly. We do have a couple oranges left, so there's another orange done. We do actually have that one left. That is a red down there, so that's critical strike for that. Don't have enough for the red lightning. We do have a chance for the chain. I think we're going to go... Yep. So predictable. Okay, start going again. And yes, we do actually have to spam this. We might do a couple runs in a row, just so we don't have to do as much micro in the inventory. But... I say inventory, the skill tree. But even still, it's like, eh. Are we really that worried about it? We are actually bringing enemies into a little, like, spot there, though, at least. With the black hole being as important as it is to our strategy. And yeah, the cooldown for everything is reasonable now. We will get some more cooldowns on them in the near future, but for the most part, it's just gather everything into one spot, blow it up, and hope for the best. So that's enough for almost 5. Let's see, I'm going to go for more damage. I'm going to go to monsters. We're going to sell 4 of those guys. Yeah, switching over to werewolf is going to be really tedious. So, is that all of our oranges done? No, we still have you. We have 50 million there, so we still have something to spend orange on. And we do also still have more baddie slots to unlock. Though now, we're getting close to the point where I can stop hammering my keyboard at least. And yes, I am just pressing all 4 buttons at once. Because why should I actually strategize? The game doesn't want me to. It wants me to just destroy as much as possible, which is literally just drop all the abilities and pull everything towards the black hole. Especially with how much damage and how fast we're attacking, I don't think there's too much for me to worry about. Okay, skill tree. Oh, we got more there, so we can actually do some fun. I'm going to go and grab you, and we'll just grab 5 of those guys. Can we afford another one? Yes. So we're slowly working up on that. Do I want to be investing more red over there? Probably not. I will finish off the orange. I think I save my actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll save our resources. Look at, yeah, and it's one of those things where they give us such a big damage boost at the swap that really, generally speaking, you're prestiging at each different monster. That's what it feels like. Which isn't always the best feeling, because it feels more like forced prestige rather than... In a lot of games, prestige is something that you can grind up a little bit more of to get a little further ahead with each run. For example, you could farm more money in certain ones, and then it would generate additional prestige points so you could get a little further ahead if you optimize for that econ effect. So, skill tree... We get another boost there? Nope. We did get arrow damage up, though. So we'll go ahead and grab that first. We'll grab respawn rate. Go to monsters, and we need 5? There you go. And start slicing again. That's going to be our pattern for a while, is literally just get more reds, get more damage. Do we save up for more bouncy arrows? Probably not. And then we'll do another grind stop between them. I want to get the transitions down. We already know what the long grind is going to be on the greens. It's literally just waving the mouse around until everything dies. I do stop pressing buttons whenever I do that because I can't be arsed at that point. That is the downside of having a incremental without texture. And texture is the only way I can really think of to describe it, but basically an incremental that doesn't have something else for you to engage with on some level. So, skill tree. With the explosion of the genre, you can kind of expect it. Let's go with... We'll go with more resource, and we'll go with a crit. Yeah, we'll go ahead and just level that up. You branch out. Oh, what's that? Prism tab. Okay, so that's going to be something else for us. That's the prism thing. Because there is a... Let's go... I think it's 7? There is an achievement related to the prism. So we do need to be aware of it at the very least. Think I'm going to do multi-run here to get a little bit more damage. I don't think an extra, like, 6 or 7 red guys is going to make or break me at this point. Except for maybe my sanity. But that's already always been questionable. So I will go ahead and take care of all this. We should be good. Yeah, it's going to be probably 7. Yeah, 1.4. So let's go ahead and we'll do another restart just to get a little bit more so we can get possibly better damage so I can stop hammering the keyboard. Do you find it interesting that, well, actually, I think our normal attacks are one-shotting the oranges right now. I am seeing some only get partial damage, but I think that is from our passive attacks. So like our lightning and our arrows are doing partial damage to them. So yeah, we just nuke. We got another about 7 of them. Didn't get another level up, but that's okay. Because I don't think we're going to get another level up. It's going to be close. We can get some good kills here. Oh, no, not quite. So skill tree, we've got a good chunk there. We could... I think we are going to go with that first. And we'll go with respawn up and better AoE. Okay, so we can definitely get 5 more of you. We can get 10. So we go down to 185. Buy these guys up. We do have more imps than pumpkins. Do I have anything else I can invest in that is particularly good? Attack speed? Sure. We don't want to bother with the crit chance. I am going to go ahead and do the range thing. Yeah, we do have another upgrade of that. Sadly, we do not have another upgrade but for the number of strikes. So that does kind of suck. I am going to probably do 2 runs in a row on this one as well. Just to get a little bit more damage on our ring. That way we can start just going pure ring damage. Because right now, if we don't use our abilities, our attack speed is good, but it's not enough to kill those guys in a reasonable number of hits. So we do still need to keep doing this nonsense to keep them in space and taking damage. Yeah, we only get them down to 2 hits once we get to the point of doing max level on the stabbies. So yeah, we'll go ahead and restart one more time. Start slicing. It slices, it dices, it juliennes demons. At least the little horn demons are cute. They're adorable little bastards. I do wonder what the prism tab is going to be. I'm hoping it is something that lets us just spend our resources to max out our damage beyond what is expected, but I highly doubt it. I mean, it could be something that lets us spend that. Oh, let's go skill tree. How much do you cost? You are gray, so you get gray resources there. Let's go for you first. So we actually do a reasonable amount of damage. We'll do more income, or do we do... No, we're going to do arrow damage, and then we'll do critical chance. Yeah, it's still got things beneath it. Okie dokie. And yeah, all of our critical chance things are cheap as shit, but that's because they only give us... They don't give us a massive boost to our other stuff. Let's see if we can... Yeah, we can clear fast enough without having to hammer the buttons. I can save my fingers! Yay! Who wants to save their fingers? Not me. Never. I'm more interested in actually saving my keyboard than my fingers. And we forgot to get more dudes. Oops. So I get for thinking about the skill tree more than the dude tree. The dude tree sounds mildly terrifying, though, now that I stop and say it out loud. Would you like a tree made of dudes? Little devil dudes? Yeah, let's go ahead, go to the skill tree. Let's get some more of those guys. We'll go ahead and grab you while we're here, though. Monsters! We need... Actually, let's see. It's 5 per billion, so it's going to be 25. That brings us down to 170. And we'll be able to go a little bit more than that, but my brain is frazzled at the moment, so we're just going to do it the easy way. Okay, so we can do 3 more. And skill tree wise, do we actually have... Yeah, that's probably going to be... Yeah, it goes into another % chance. Does look pretty, but I want to see what this is. That is the only thing on here that has me even remotely curious at the moment. If that's not kind of sad. And also, quest-wise, it's going to be a while. It will get an exclamation point next to it whenever we get there, so it's not a big issue. I think we do probably 3 or 4 runs in a row. Just to maximize the amount of time we spend not on our skill tree. I will check that message after we get done here. Because yes, I usually am doing... I know that sometimes... I treat these like streams, for those of you that are curious. So I do actually tend to read messages that are sent to me while I am recording these, because these take anywhere upwards of 5-10 hours at a time to actually go. There we go. Yay. That was a positive message. Let's go ahead and restart. We'll go until we get to 5 green things. I mean, we'd need how many? 30 to get to the next tier, so that's going to be a future me problem. But I do think that the werewolves are the final tier. So we'll probably just skip over the mindless grind whenever we get there, but I really am curious what the final boss is going to be like, and I am very curious as to what the prism thing is going to be like. Because that might be the texture that I'm looking for. It's just buried really far into this. Generally, you want the texture of the incremental to change probably every couple prestiges or couple tiers. In this case, it would be tiers. Even though each one does feel like just a weak prestige. Our lightning is doing work. We could probably up the damage of the lightning and be content, but... And we should have enough to get our damage up to maybe even 2-shotting these guys, but our attack speed is at least decent enough now that we don't have to worry completely about that. Got all of you. There was our next level. Sweet. Skill tree. That's going to be a good chunk of dudes. We're going to go damage and another just auto tier on them, so let's buy that up. You see how much we have left, so we can, of course, get 25. That'll be 175 here. And we'll be able to get a little bit over that, but... Oh! If we just hold it down, it just auto-clicks. I don't have to destroy my mouse for that. Sweet. So we're at 200 there. I mean, sorry, yeah, we're at 200 total. So skill tree-wise, we still have a little bit of a chunk to spend. What do we want to spend it on? I think we're going to do lightning damage. Just go a little bit ham on that. And now we have even more dudes. We're going to need a lot of them to even get close to that 25,000 required, so. I do wish there was a slowdown on the bar down here at the bottom. Like on how much it scales up on the cost. Because I do feel like at this point the levels should be coming faster. You should be able to get more than 1 green in a level. Just for the dopamine reasons, because it starts out as a rare resource, let it become a more common resource. Let it feel like you are now slaying enough things that you are getting levels frequently, especially with the escalating cost of tiering up. Because right now, I'm actually not looking forward to the grind up to 30, whatever it is. Because it is going to feel tedious. Plain and simple. Which... never is something that I want to say about a game. There are things that intrigue me about this, and I'm in for a penny, in for a pound now on this. So, previously, if I was doing like my old requirements for reviews and stuff like that, I probably would have left the game by now. I do try to get further in them nowadays, just for the sake of completions and finding things that otherwise I wouldn't do. My rule before was until I complete the game or the game completes me. Rage quits would be counted as a game completing me. Me getting bored out of my mind would be a game completing me. That kind of stuff. But for the most part, most of my reviews were after beating the final boss because I didn't get bored of the games. Even if some of them were a little tedious at times, they actually had things that kept me engaged. And that is what texture is. Texture is something for you to grab onto in the game that's like, I want to see what happens next after this. This one has pushed that texture to the very end, with the prism being a freaking super late game thing down here. Not something you accumulate over time. Let's go more damage to max that out. We will go bounce auto aim. And I will go... Oh, yeah, we'll go there. Why not? So we have a lot of just things that we need to be at the werewolf to get now. So we have 7.7, so that's going to be 35, I believe. So that would be 165. Oh, we actually have enough to max you out. Sweet. So yeah, we just have 200 imps and nothing else to spend our money on until we get to werewolves, which is probably going to be another 50 times, so it's going to be like 1 million each or something. Which, actually, it might even be 1 billion each. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, darling, no. So I do wonder what the prism thing is. If the prism thing is what I'm thinking it's going to be, we may actually mix up how many of each thing we have. But it requires unlocking the final group to get to, so... I mean, we'll be able to afford anything we want by then. For the most part, this is just, we get to be lazy for a little while. So this is probably about where we start just doing the mindless grind again. Because we have no more use for gold. We have no more ability to get more of those guys. Only thing we can do is increase our kill speed and the respawn speed. We can use the quest to get a little bit of a bonus, but the bonuses from it is basically one max level skill. It's basically what you do to increase your max quantity of things on screen. Although, did we actually... I think we might have already finished the extra unit one. Have we not? Find out in short order. We're not going to level up on this round. We're going to do restarts until we level up, though. Yeah, just go in for the clusters. Yep. It's going to probably be maybe 2 more rounds before we get that. We could up our lightning damage, make that at least semi-reasonable. But just like with all the other abilities, we don't really have one-shots from it. So we do get one-shots if it crits. And we do have like 1 in 3 chance of it critting. So each round we probably do kill 1 with the lightning. Each round of lightning, not each round of playing through. So there's our next level up. These guys are bunching up a little bit more, but it might also just be that they're red on a green background, so it's a little bit more apparent whenever they bunch up. There we go. Skill tree, we got 3.2 billion with a B. Could get more lightning strike chance. We could just get more lightning damage. Why is my mouse hitching all of a sudden? We'll go ahead and add some more time. We'll increase our attack speed. That is maxed now. I think we go... Yeah, we're not max on that yet. We still have like 3 more levels on it. So I think we actually do want to max that soon. Get our respawn up and our radius up. So yeah, we'll start maxing out the quantity of them next. And now the lightning is doing reasonable-ish damage. Our arrows are not quite yet, but I think we want to increase the number of little devil boys. Because it doesn't matter how many are on the field at this point. We are just killing swaths as opposed to focusing down individuals. And the next one should stand out because they're going to be gray, so we don't have to worry as much about the homogeneous color of the last several that we've had to deal with. So that's a plus. Okay, restart. So yeah, we're going to need billions to upgrade the tiers on this. And yes, we'll be able to afford to max these guys out anytime we get an extra 5 slots. But yeah, I think the next thing that I really want to concern myself is with the bloody tier 5 stuff. And yeah, it seems like it's about half hour for us to just get through the loop and start getting into this kind of grind. So that's how our segments are going to break out. So I don't think this is going to be a terribly long video in the end. And I will probably restate the texture thing several times. We did not level up on this one. But I'll see you guys in 23 more levels. Okie dokie. I now have ground enough. I actually have not finished the tree again before getting there. So we are seeing that become a bit more common, but we got 30, so we can unlock you. We've now unlocked all the monsters. We have enough to get several of these. So I think that's 70. I'm not going to go full 70 down. We'll go down to about like 150 and then we'll buy up to it. Because I don't know about you guys, but my math skills right now are just not that great. I mean, we only went 5 shy of it, so. Yeah, let's go ahead and we will sell 6. And that should be, yeah, 71 werewolves starting out. We have to kill about 50 grand, which is fine. And then we should be able to unlock this bastard, which is going to be nice enough as well. We need 100 freaking billion for it. So hopefully, and we don't really need to be that concerned about killing them because it appears we can actually do that fairly reliably. So let's go ahead and add to it with some black holes and try and get, we're still not up to even like 1 billion from the werewolves, sadly. But we will get there, hopefully. I'm just going to keep hammering out these buttons and hopefully get a whole bunch of idiots into the same area. We're up to 1 billion on the gray resource. At least they stand out a little bit compared to some of the other things we've actually seen. With our crit rate at a decent amount, we are actually able to damage them at least. So this one is not as punishing as the other transitions. But let's do some stuff. Okay, we can get you. There is... one of the keys needed to unlock the end boss. What? Okay. Prism tab unlocks prismatic resources. Okay, I see what you're smoking. Let's go with more resource from that. And we'll go ahead and use our red there to max that out. And we're probably going to have a few more things that red needs to be spent on. I'm not terribly concerned about it. It is just what it is. Yeah, we always just need more damage on our clicker to be able to deal with the current wave. I should probably have grabbed more of them. But alas, my ass, I did not. And yes, we do have 7 levels that we can get on them. I wouldn't be surprised if the keys are all at the end of the main paths as opposed to the end of the active skills. I think the end of the active skills might be some kind of automation, or it's going to be some form of just global boost, if I had to guess. That or nothing. It could just go to nothing. Been plenty of games that do that nonsense too. Okay. Skill tree, we got 27.18 billion. That is how many of these guys? These guys are 5 billion each. So we get 5 more. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lovely. That is extra arrow damage if we want it. Don't think we're going to mess with that just yet. Think we are going to go ahead and do monster capacity. Okay, so that doesn't lead into another one. Does attack area? Yeah, there's another key. We need 100 billion for you? Good lord. Okay, let's go to monsters. We now have room for 5 more. Start slicing. Do I want to be lazy with this one is a question. We're going to see how long it takes for us to convert over to it. To the werewolves, to the Y-wolves, to the what wolves even as well. But for the most part, I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue. But we should be relatively safe to just kind of pursue whatever the hell we want. I do need the grays to respawn a little faster. We might hit 4 billion, maybe. It's going to be... Yeah, we'll hit 4 billion. Unless I am seriously mistaking how much of that we need. And I don't know what we need the green crystals for at this point. I don't think there is anything that we need from them. We are still building that up. Skill tree. Let's go another slicer damage, so we are not as concerned with that. We'll get a little bit of crit there. And we will get... Do we have any other reds? Not really. We do have the monster spawn one. That doesn't go into another. So we have 2 of the key locations. And it's one of... It just says one of the keys. So there might just be 4. Oh, I just borked stuff up. 4? Yeah, I meant to get these guys. Oops. Oopsie. And yeah, that first just launch out there that decimates a quarter of the map is a good one. And yeah, we do have to keep pounding this until we get that damage up to a point where we can just decimate these idiots. Not that we aren't destroying a lot of them as is, but... And there's another green. What else would we spend the green on? Or is it just another useless resource that we can't do anything with anymore? It might just be another useless resource that we can't spend anything on anymore. So we're going to build up a bunch of those just going through here. We do want to fight the final boss. I do want to 100% this. Want to see what that prismatic thing is, but that's going to be 20 runs if we do it that way. So we definitely need to keep just bumping up how many dudes we've got. So monster capacity, we go to monsters, we buy 5 of you guys, or as many as we can. 84, that's fine. We go ahead and get critical chance. It's not at the end of that one. We go ahead and check critical strike. There is number 3. Although I think that is going to be appearing after. I think there's going to be one down here. It's going to be 4 prismatics. The trick is, how do we get more prismatic resources, my guys? I don't know. I do not know where they are hiding. We do actually have all the active skills, by the way. So QWER is all you ever have to press. Don't care about the guys trapped in the corner. Maybe we'll eventually kill them. I'm more concerned about the meat in the middle. Yeah. So we don't have to worry about the green gems anymore, at least. It is literally just time to convert over to gray. And I do want to keep some of the reds around so we can finish getting the red skills, but it's there's an achievement for 100% completion of the board. There's an achievement for the prism, and then there's an achievement for the final boss, I think is the last one. I would alt-tab, but I'm screen recording right now. Because this, as I mentioned at the beginning, is one of them that has the Godot glitch. So skill tree. Let's go. We've already checked you. So I'm wagering it's at the end of that one. Yep. That's going to be the 30 cost one. Nothing after you. There's our max there. And yeah, we'll go ahead and just grab that because we can. Monsters. We need 4 of you guys sold. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to take me a little bit longer to get through those guys. As far as the quests go, we'll get there. We'll get there well before we even get 100 billion from these guys. But yeah, I think we have to do Prism. And then we have to do... Yeah, I think we have to do Prism first, and then it is final boss time after that. So I'm hoping the final boss is at least something semi-interesting. Obviously, we can do double damage with Frozen. We can do all kinds of other shenanigans. But until then, there's only so much we can do, friend. I do have a drink that I just decided to try recently. I actually got some Dr. Pepper Blackberry. Surprisingly decent. A lot more blackberry than I thought it would be. And yes, it is 0 calorie nonsense. For those of you that hate that stuff, sorry. Tastes good to me, but it has caffeine, so I have to be careful about drinking too much of it. And yeah, we're going to just constantly be going back. Because we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to be constantly updating that so we get more money. We'll go ahead and grab you. That's not going to be any advancement. We'll boost the damage of arrows. And do we boost the meteor damage? I don't think we really bother with the actives. At least not yet. We'll go ahead and increase the lightning damage, and we'll grab that. Should we get a larger radius? Maybe. Yeah, we just want to be constantly getting more wolves and less red guys. So we'll be going back every single time to maximize our resources, and as you can tell, these guys do not last long, even without us doing our active crap, so... Now that we have arrows and lightning up, that should actually at least damage them. May not consistently kill them, but it will at least damage them. And we're getting decent gold now. Are we still going to get 25 billion? We'll see. This is still the better way for me because I'm not hammering my keyboard and you're not hearing doom, 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 doom of me beating on the keys. Yeah, we're getting similar. 27 billion. Let's go, skill tree. Get some more. Get some more. Oh, I think we are just going to go monster capacity. Because all we can afford is 5 of those guys anyway, so might as well do it. Now, bigger radius would be decent. Better passive damage would be decent. I think our active damage is not as important now, but it's still there. We have a high enough crit chance that it's not going to be like the be-all end-all for us anymore. But I wouldn't mind a more consistent one-shot on them. Currently, we're fairly consistent 2-shot. We need more of them dead so that we can get all the gold. Because they are worth quite a bit more than the little red devils. Let the devils add up, but if you look at the numbers that are floating above them, it's bigger off of the wolves. Skill tree. We got 32 billion that time. Let's go with... We'll improve our arrow damage. We will improve the respawn rate. We're going to get it down to 1 second each, which would be really nice. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And start slicing again. I don't know how we're looking on... I think we're probably only at a few thousand wolves killed. I think without crits, we do 3 hit kills on these guys. Which means we do need to just go a little bit slow. But with the lightning and the arrows, we do finish off the trash pretty reliably. So is that going to boost our income very much? It might. We need a better chance at double souls. We're almost, yeah, we might hit 6 billion. We did hit 6 billion. We're not going to hit 30 billion on gold, but hey, we do actually have it with the leftovers from the last run. So skill tree. What do we have next? You know what? I will go a little bit more damage myself, and we'll go a crit chance ourselves as well. That'll get up to, I believe, just over 50%. And buy 6 of those. Oh, we're closing in on a 50-50 split. That's gonna be nice. Do we need the red energy? No. But I have a feeling the prism thing might require us to actually craft them, if I had to take a wild guess. So we might need a certain amount of each one. Maybe? We're going to need 70. We're going to need 100 of the prismatic energy. So it's going to be relatively hard to make. Or hard to gather, at the very least. Let's go ahead and take out this corner over here. I do like how our lightning is pretty much softening the guys that we are approaching anyway. So that makes them easier to kill, even though we can't one-shot them yet. It just means we still don't have to stress that much. I like not stressing. Okay, skill tree. We need 100 billion for you, so that's going to be a little while. Go and get bonus chance going. We'll get... We don't care about the actives. We want the passives. Let's go. I guess we'll go crit chance. And we'll go lightning chain chance. Since we know where our lovely little hidden keys are. Oh, and I didn't get more wolves. Because I am what is known, colloquially, as the dumbass of the internet. Do I actually bother aiming right now? Not really. We're just killing everything. And am I going to go back to get them right now? We'll get it after this wave. We could just end slicing and go and get it, but why waste what we have immediately in front of us? I don't think it's worth wasting it. Really am surprised there isn't a multi-element so far as well. I was thinking that along the way, that probably would have been an alternate to a mono currency, is have multi-currencies required for purchasing things. So you would say would need gray and red to get some of the initial upgrades from this, or some of the single-use upgrades. That'd be a good use for them. Okay, skill tree. Let's go. That is 12 billion. You're 12 billion. No, you're 12 billion. No. That's not what we're looking at here. That is chain lightning chance. We have not gotten you. You connect from the other side. Okay. Let's go with... We've already gotten you. I think we're going to go with respawn and bigger click. So 84 is... Well, of course we're going to get 10. And then the rest of it is going to be 7, I believe. So now we're more than half werewolf. We're already at almost 10,000. I will go ahead and get the crit there. Is that... That is also darkness, my old friend. So all the reds are done. Yeah. Let's go for it. How long does it take to fully convert? Once you start rolling, like once you start getting the snowball going, it is less of an issue. I really am curious what the final boss of this thing is going to be like. What is the final boss? It was us all along. We are the monster. We were the monsters all along. We were here the whole time. Where did that actually originate from in... I think it's Make Some Noise, or is it Game Changer? I think it's Game Changer that he says that. That he was here the whole time. I don't know where that originated. That had to have probably originated as the kind of punchline of an episode. I've only ever watched it on YouTube, so I don't have a encyclopedic knowledge of said game. Not said game show. There we go. Let's see. What do we have hiding here? I think we go for morsels. We'll go for some crit. Not going to mess with the other stuff just yet. Monster-wise, we have 44, so that means 8. And start slicing. Start slicing. Start dicing. Start julienning them like some frickin' fries. Some frickin' freaky fries. And yeah, the more wolves we have, the better. And now we're just keeping the red on here for just extra cash. If you're curious as to why I'm not just purging them to get more wolves, I do think that we earn more from just destroying the massive swaths of reds on top of the wolves, even though the wolves individually are worth quite a bit more. I think they're worth 3.56 mil, and then I don't know what the 7 mil is, but I think the reds are worth thousands. To put things in perspective. But we kill the reds pretty much in one hit. We show them what for, and move along with our day. Well, that's another 11 of those guys. Next upgrade is... We're going to keep in on that. Because that actually makes sense to me. Get more pips per monster. We need 11. So that's going to be there. Oh, we can get one more. So yeah, we're well over half. We do probably... Let's do 2 runs in a row. That way we can get another monster cap up. Without me thinking, oh, I should just spend it on this wasteful thing. Because right now we are spending on wasteful things. And we should be... Yeah, we're going to get a decent amount off of this. Our red income is going down. This is fine. Although, I do have to wonder if they throw a curveball and require me to get billions of, say, the white souls and stuff like that, I'm going to be mildly pissed. And that might be the point at which I say screw it. I don't think they're going to do that. I hope they don't do that, but there have been a handful of time wasters in this. So it's something I need to be aware of. And I'm mildly afraid of. And this should be enough for us to get another tier of just like 5 more wolves. Inside us all are 168 wolves. And a bunch of little devils. I do find it interesting that the werewolves are the final one instead of the devils. You'd think devils would be stronger than werewolves, unless it's a particularly, like, ancient and powerful werewolf. But if we're talking just, like, rank and file, I would think devils would be stronger. You know, growing up in a hellscape that they do. It's a world, it's a freaking hellscape, man. Oh, we're still getting a billion reds. We're still getting time back. I think we were actually net positive there for a while on the time because we were just getting lucky rolls. Okay, skill tree. Get another one of you. Oh, we can get 2 of you. Sweet. And we will go ahead and get crit chance there. Just extra little bit of damage. Why not? Okay, 125. That's going to be, I believe... Here, let's go ahead and buy as much as we can of those. So, yeah, 2 more. I was a pretty close guess there. Quest-wise... Oh, wait, we're like 1 Quarter of the way there. Do we need more damage? I mean, we could probably get to the point where we're just regularly one-shotting these idiots. But yeah, I really am curious what the prism tab is gonna be. Do you like the prism tab? I mean, prism tab? Do you like a prison tab as well? Don't even know what that would be. It just sounds wrong. Sounds like the tab you build up while in prison owing Lenny for sneaking you in shit. Put it on my tab there, Lenny. I'm good for it, especially when you get out of the clanker. And you tell I've never been to prison. Don't intend to go anytime soon either. Although, with the current state of the country I live in, you never know. You never know what they're gonna say is being a traitor. Okay, skill tree. We'll take a little bit more damage. And we will take a little bit more respawn. So that is going to be 12? Yummy. Oh, we can get one more. There we go. So 54 versus 186. I do like whenever they fall in. There is they don't block each other, so you don't end up with a situation where you just have a solid mass of them, but I think that'd be hilarious if we just had so many they just couldn't run past each other. Watch us end up with a crap ton of green things because these have more XP or something. More XP than God. Really, I'm curious what the prism is going to be like. I think it's going to be multi-resource, and I think we're going to be pissed at what it's going to require. That's going to be my guess for now, but we'll see. I don't think this is going to be my final recording session of this, but we are definitely getting close. Okay, skill tree. Let's go. Do we save it for 28? Yeah, we'll save it for 28. And that is going to be 12. Okay, skill tree. Yeah, we'll save up for 28 billion. Why? Because we can. Why wouldn't you? You can afford 28 billion. You can afford anything. Keep expecting to see one of these things require trillions or something and just be a royal spit in the face. But that's because I am a salty old bastard that has been around since games did do that to you. And there are still games that do. There are games that are absolutely designed antagonistically. This one doesn't feel like one that's intending to do that, but you never know. I've never been a fan of antagonistic games. Difficult? Yes. Interesting stories? Absolutely. Interesting combat mechanics? Yes. I'll even do janky combat mechanics. Those are still fine. But whenever it feels like the game is intentionally designed to make you want to rage quit, I don't do too well with those. Okay, skill tree. Probably can't... Oh, yeah, we can. There you go. One more to go at $40 billion. Okay, monsters. That's going to be another 12. Now, skill tree. How are we looking on the quest? Slowly getting there. Might not get there on camera because I will probably do some off-screen grinding as well. Let's see. You're done. You've got one. You've got one. Yeah, it's just a matter of getting to points. So we need 40 billion for that. We're not going to get that on this one, so I'm going to go ahead and get more arrow damage. That way, our idling is a lot more effective. Whenever I'm idling, arrow damage is my main damage. For those of you wondering why I'm focusing so much on arrows, whenever I set it to idle farm, which is usually an auto clicker sitting over the button to launch more arrows, that's where I leave it. Because the arrows can actually do quite a bit. If we just leave it here, you'll see Right now they're not, but that's because we are not terribly leveled up, but they do actually just start killing things. And you'll just have an open swath where the actual cursor is, because that's absolutely killing things. And then you'll have just a growing kind of chunk where the arrows have cleared out, so it makes life a lot easier. So is it gonna... Yeah, it's gonna take about 30 minutes to get back up to full wolves. I don't think we're going to hit 40 billion yet, but we will actually hit... Oh, we're going to be able to get 14. Oh, we're going to be able to get 15. Cool. Skill tree. Monsters. So we go ahead and sell down to 15. Buy up that many here. Oh, never mind. We still have 5 slots. It's fine. Start slicing. So I need to remember, we actually did buy more slots that time. We just want to get that tree done. That way we have the maximum amount of dudes here whenever we are just running straight wolves. Which one's the alpha wolf? None of them, because that is a false statement. There's no such thing as an alpha wolf. Closest thing would maybe be an alpha female, but that is... not the same thing that people are thinking of. The Wolfpack organization is nothing like that. Beta, Sigma, bullshit. Kappa Pi. Start calling things by Greek fraternities and sorority names. Alpha Gamma Phi. We're allergic to red meat because it sounds similar. Okay, skill tree. We got 91 billion off of that. There's our max there. We'll go ahead and buy the 10 there. We can get 8 more. So 1 more run. We should be imp free. Our quest is looking... well, we're almost halfway there. How does it feel to be almost imp free? Makes us feel less impotent. Dumb jokes. Hear me. For my humor is shit. Like I have eaten Taco Bell and gotten Cyclospora. But instead of side effects of that, it's just me talking shit. Maybe I should... ooh, I should do some Gran Turismo. Although, it is worth... Gran Turismo is just like a talking over game. Is a ton of fun. The big thing is, unfortunately, they have background music that gets the holy hell claimed out of them. So I'd have to turn off the game music. And put my own instead. I still have Heaven is Wide glued in my brain because of freaking Gran Turismo. The original. No numbers after it. You'll hear me say that a lot about games that I've played in the past. Oh, it's a game that has no numbers. It was just there. Okay, we'll go ahead and get our last damage one as well. Get rid of you, and 250. That is max. We have no more use for gold. Go ahead and take some arrow damage. And you know what? I think it's time for me to grind, so I will see you guys after we've gotten... I don't even know what our goal is at this point, besides just 100 billion dark matters. So, after we've gotten there, I will see you guys. Okay, we are back finally. It's actually been a couple days for me. Mostly because I had other things I had to get done and didn't get a chance to actually mess around with this that much. Hopefully the audio is not too different. We'll see, we'll find out. But, in the meantime, I'm glad I looked at the prism thing before coming back, because that required grinding up all the resources like I thought it would. So here's our monster setup, because we actually were at almost enough for these 4. I still had to get a few more, and then I bumped these up to 50 because we were actually way below on them. For getting the number of prisms, which, if you're curious, if we actually go to the skill tree, there's actually, I think 6, or is it, no, it's 1, 2, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's 6. We have 6 of these skeleton key things to unlock the end boss. So we need a bunch of different resources, but we also need to make prisms. So we'll just go ahead and merge as many as possible into this lovely thing. And yes, you can hold down the button and it'll just take all the resources in and just keep going for it. It's going to take about a second per claim thing because you actually have a improvement that you can get for the gray currency that will give you more prismatic. I mean, yeah, not more prismatic, faster prismatic conversion. I am slightly curious why there's even a timer on it, but it is fine. We can actually probably do another run of monsters here so we can get possibly something for a screenshot real quick while that is running in the background. And we'll start unlocking the other things after this. It should be fast enough, but this is what it looks like whenever we're destroying all those little ones. It is very, very, very just popcorn. Everything is dying super quick. Except for the werewolves. The werewolves still take 2 hits to kill, but they are spread between everything, so it's just whatever. And I have a feeling against the final boss, we are going to have to use the full QWERTY thing going on there. I don't know what the final boss is going to look like. I have not spoiled it for myself. I have not gone in there and gotten ahead on the save or anything, so what you see is what I've seen as well. Other than, of course, the grinding that we cut out. This has had a decent amount of grinding. A lot of it I've done just idling, where I just let it run with the cursor just sitting right here and an auto clicker to click into the next run. But beyond that, yeah, we get a decent amount of resources just kind of whipping around here. Everything pretty much dies in one hit except for the werewolves to, I would guess, every passive skill. I don't know if the red guys are auto-killed by the lightning, but I'm pretty sure they are. And the arrows and stuff take out anything that we just kind of barely miss. And a lot of times they're actually off taking out the leftover werewolves because that's all that's left to bounce to. So it's pretty straightforward, pretty easy to work our way through. You can see way longer than 30 seconds in each of these, simply because we get so much time back from killing, from lightning strikes, etc., even with the small percents. So, and you may notice XP growth, not that much at all. We have a lot of the green gems. I am surprised that they're not used in the prism thing. I was slightly afraid that they were going to be, in which case we would have needed hundreds of them to get the prismatic energy that we needed. I do find it kind of interesting that they didn't include some way to farm it through this type of interaction, though. Instead, it's just a load up and wait situation. Obviously, you do have to grind this just to get the amount you need, which I believe, I forget how many it is. I would alt-tab, but again, having to screen record rather than capture app means that I would be breaking embargoes if I did that, because I actually have other stuff on the screen at the moment, which I can't show you. Well, technically I can. Embargoes are not legally binding, really, as far as I can tell, unless it's part of accepting the key. You could argue otherwise, and they'll probably issue takedowns if you breach embargo, especially if it's like a bigger company. But that's one reason why some companies will actually like send out NDAs along with it, which, I generally nowadays won't accept one that's behind an NDA, because I would rather show you guys the stuff, and I obey embargoes. I've never had a problem doing that, and I've been at this for years. So let's go to the skill tree. Let's go to the prism. We're still generating those little boogers. We only have about 12 more cycles left to go. I think I got enough. Otherwise, I might have to do another jump cut to craft some more. Yeah, I think I have more than enough. Oh, and we have to claim them one by one? Ugh. Ew. Well, we'll load up. Actually, I'm going to set a bunch more to merge just in case I did do Borky math. But, yeah, we got 39 more that we're going to be able to craft. But I think we do have enough to get all of these skeleton keys. The skeleton key things do not count against completing the skill tree. At least not as of the recording of this. They might later, but they don't count against it. So that's kind of an interesting thing to me. So technically, we have already gotten the unlock everything on the tree list. So let's go ahead and trigger these. Where's another one? There. Oh, I did miss math. Why did I think I had... okay. Prism, how many more do we need? We need 3 more. Yeah, I did miss math. Oh, I think I know what I did. Yeah, I'm a dumbass. The reason I didn't math properly is because I think I forgot to count one of the keys on the original one. Oops, let's go ahead and just get those last 3. Should be able to get it through this. Think we should just go until we have 300 white? And then we can just end slicing, which should take no time at all. I'll go up to like 400, 500, just in case we're short on another resource. There we go. End slicing. Skill tree. Just throw them in there for 3 seconds and we should be good. Oh, we were actually short on a different resource. Which one are we short on? We are short on teal and pink. No, we're short on a lot of these, but we have enough. There we go. That is fine. I'm actually... oh, never mind. I'm not surprised that we aren't short on the white. I increased the number of white ones. Skill tree. Let's go get you. Boss has been found. And we purchased all skills. Oh, it does count it again. Okay. That popped up before for me while I was doing the rest of the tree. But now we get to slice the end boss. I'm going to have my fingers on the attack abilities just in case we need that as well. What is the end boss? Well, we've got a black hole keeping him in place. He's a little vampire guy. He's just a dude. And our arrows do absolutely nothing to him because he's by himself. So they can't really do anything because they have nothing to target because they'll always target something other than what you hit. And we sliced the end boss. He was relatively easy. I don't think we needed all that. I wager he'd be a little bit harder if we didn't have the black hole, but for the most part, I had fun with this. This was a nice little incremental. I do wish there was like more texture to the gameplay. I wish there was more variety and stuff like that. As it is very linear, but it is still a good, just basic introduction to incremental games, especially of the circle variety. I don't know a term for it, basically where you hover the circle over the enemies and you get the various effects going off just like on a regular timer and you increase this thing there. That has become a trend over the past couple years in incrementals, and I'm here for it. I actually find that way better than clickers, which are the predecessors to them. There are things you can do if you look at other cross-genre incrementals that could add more texture to your games, but for just like a first incremental, if you're curious if you like them, this is a okay place to start. There are others that I would recommend higher, but this could also just be your next bit of popcorn on the weekend. So keep gaming, have fun, peace out. This has been Alzorath. Bye.